What's up, everybody? You're tuned in to the Cris Style
Hey, Mo.
Podcast, episode 268, Big Energy Monday. Hope everybody's having a good day. Whatever you're doing, you're at home, you're at work. We appreciate y'all tapping into the live stream. We got, if you're listening on the playback, we comment in the comment section. We got a lot of things to speak on. Some NBA stuff went down over the week. Also, some NFL preseason had kicked off. Get our thoughts on preseason, what we saw. Also, some WNBA stuff. The playoffs is nearing soon. Things are starting to shape up in the WNBA. Also, gonna do our division breakdown. We got the AFC North today. We've been, like I said, we've been doing. If you've been watching, we've been doing a little something different. We do different segments in between the show, so be tuned in for that. Also, Maul's random news, and yeah, man. Got a full select. So before we get into that, Ma, how you feeling, man?
Man, feeling good, man. Excited to do the show. How you feeling, man?
Feeling straight, man. Can't complain. Life is life.
Yeah, life is life, man. Life is life, man.
All right, man. Let's go and jump off with some NBA stuff, man.
Yeah, man. It's been for where we're at in the part of the year. I'm surprised we still getting a lot of NBA news, but we are. I'll start off with this. We did just get some breaking news regarding the Kawhi Leonard, Steve Ballmer Clippers investigation. This is reported by Ramona Shelburne, Baxter Holmes, Don Van Natta Jr. Quote by saying sources are saying that the NBA has no evidence Ballmer funneled money to Leonard via sponsors. I'll read a little bit part of this article. The NBA has found no evidence showing LA Clippers owner Steve Ballmer funneled money through the team sponsors to pay Kawhi Leonard in order to circumvent the salary cap, according to three people with knowledge of discussions between the two sides in recent days. Instead, the NBA is focused on whether the team's introduction of Leonard to team sponsors constitutes a violation of the league's rules prohibiting salary cap circumvention, two of the sources said. The league is examining whether the Clippers are guilty of failure to supervise employees, though it's unclear what specific rule the team would have violated or what the penalties would be. Two sources have said the 11th month investigation into the salary cap circumvention allegations expand beyond Leonard's deal with Aspiration, the now defunct green banking company at the center of the allegations, to at least three other companies that also had deals with the Clippers. Two of the sources familiar with the talks told ESPN. However, sources said the league has presented no evidence that Ballmer funneled money to Leonard. The league presented initial findings of its investigation led by the law firm Wachtell, Lipton, Rosen, and Katz to the Clippers in late July. According to multiple people familiar with the matter in recent days, both sides have been negotiating a resolution to the investigation, the people said. Those talks led by attorney David N. Kelly of law firm O. Melvini and Myers for Ballmer and the Clippers. The NBA General Counsel Rick Buchanan at times have been spirited, one source has said. They tried to get comment from a spokesperson from the NBA. They did not want to comment. They also tried to get a spokesperson from the Clippers. They also did not want to comment. We also have Paulo Torre. He's been posting more about emails and all that type of stuff. So with this breaking news, what's your surprise level? Are you surprised, not surprised? Did you expect it? Are you disappointed? What are your thoughts? Obviously, the investigation is still going on. Nothing's finale, but just some of the sources that was broken today.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm a little surprised that they couldn't find anything with all the hoopla that Pablo Torre has presented. You know what I'm saying? So I figured they would have something or try to get, something would come out or something would be found. But obviously, I guess they didn't find anything. I don't know. These investigations are weird. You don't know how extensive these investigations are or, how far they go. But I am surprised that they didn't find anything.
I am surprised, but at the same time, I'm also not, because I think that the writing was clear on the wall that we've heard noise that the NBA has been trying to get this done, and they would like to sweep this under the rug. We all know the Clippers want to get this swept under the rug. We all know Kawhi Leonard's party wants to get this swept under the rug because obviously they did make a trade that Kawhi Leonard's supposed to be going to Toronto Raptors. The Clippers are supposed to get all this capital plus Brandon Ingram and Grady Dick. I'm sure the NBA would love to get this behind them because they have been in some news that hasn't really been fond to their ways. But with all this, but again, I always come back to this, all the information that Pablo Torre has been presenting on his YouTube channel, and not one lawsuit has been provided to him to stop for defamation of character and all that. I just don't see how you can kind of circumvent your way around this. You know what I mean? Just this seems like another play of them trying to kind of like just trying to sweep this under the rug as fast as they can. It came back to the reports of that they're trying to find a deal that Steve Ballmer would approve. It's like little stuff like that just keeps initiating that they're trying to work with Steve Ballmer. I think they see it as like, you know what, we can try to like work with you. Maybe we can find some language within this that makes it seem like you had no idea of what's going on. But again, like Pablo Torre keeps finding new evidence after new evidence, and I just don't know how you cannot find nothing at all. I find that highly impossible. But you know what? Again, this is not finality. There's still an investigation going on. I'm sure a lot of us already have our preconceived ideas on what has happened. We've had reports of the Lakers and the Raptors also initiating that Kawhi's team has asked for other stuff outside of what they can do outside of the CBA that would be illegal. And again, that's not the Clippers, but you know, everybody did find a little eyebrow raising why he ended up choosing that team on a lesser deal than going to other said teams. But we'll find out more. I just thought it was very intriguing. I definitely had to put that in the NBA news for today. But we'll see as we get more of a final word and an actual decision. It seems like they're trying to get something done at least before the training camp starts, which starts in about 6 weeks. So next up, we had other huge news involving my team. My Los Angeles Lakers ended up getting sold again. In about an 18-month span, they've been sold twice. Mark Waltert ended up selling the Lakers for $12.5 billion to Josh Kushner. He is the brother of Jared Kushner, who is married to Ivanka Trump, who is, we all know that story. And Bob Iger, the former CEO of Disney, which came out of surprise, came out of thin air. Seems like Josh Kushner and Bob Iger, they were initially invested into the Las Vegas expansion team with the group, and then they ended up pivoting within days of trying to convince Mark Waltert to sell. Within days they were able to get a deal done. There were reports that they started conversations that Friday and ended up making a deal. I think that Sunday night, Monday morning when they initially got sold. A lot of people have been eyebrow raising with this deal because it didn't seem like, Mark Waltert just purchased the Los Angeles Lakers. He had the Dodgers. He pretty much owned all of pretty much California in that sense, especially Southern California, with those two deals, with two of the most, I would say, Chris can disagree if he want. I think the Dodgers and the Lakers are probably the two most astute sports franchises in the world, especially in North America, but in the world, I think everybody will recognize all those logos.
I would add the Cowboys to that.
Well, I'm just talking about, but just with them, you know what I mean? Like, obviously there are more teams, but he pretty much owned two out of probably a good handful of teams that are internationally known as far as like within sports. For him to just sell the team within owning it for only 9 months. And a lot of people have equated that to Mark Waltert. He's also being investigated. He's currently under investigation for fraud by using intermediaries to redirect customer funds back to himself without disclosing the loans as related party transactions. This investigation is being done by the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission. It's about $16 billion in loans. It's focused on about two Delaware life insurance companies. Pretty much, long story short, seems like he did a little accusationally, like obviously we do not know, still under investigation, that Mark Waltert potentially could have, took those funds and put it into his personal bank accounts. With all that information, I'll let you share first. What were your initial thoughts with the Lakers sale so quick that Mark Waltert did, and what are your thoughts with Josh Kushner and Bob Iger being the ones to getting the Lakers?
once again, surprised. Didn't think that this would happen. This was such a big deal when what's his name? What's the guy's name? What's the
Who?
last owner's name?
Who?
Walter.
Yeah, Mark
The
Walter.
Walter
Yeah.
Group. Mark Walter. It was such a big deal when he bought it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That, and he's already running an organization in the Dodgers who's just came off a championship. Looks like they might win it again this year. You would think that somebody like that, is in high prestige. He knows how to run a sports organization. So you figured with the Lakers, he could do, similar things and bring back it's already a prestige on the Lakers, but bring that essence back to them that they once
Constant
had. You know what
contenders.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, yeah. So it was surprising that he sold. Um, Now, as far as Bob Iger and Kishner dude, I get it. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to get the Las Vegas team, but it was probably easier to just buy the Lakers, who are more founded. They already got an established fan base. They're already established. Why go through the trouble and all the paperwork and all the red tape of trying to pay for a lot? Yeah, even though it's our fresh new organization, but we got to go through so much. Probably spend more marketing dollars, more stuff, more money coming out of the pocket, you know what I'm saying, just to try to push this Las Vegas franchise. Not to say it wouldn't sell, but Lakers or Vegas. I'm gonna, and I'm paying the same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go pay for the Lakers. They already got an established fan base. I don't have to sell them nothing. They're
Yeah.
sold. They
Yeah.
coming. They're coming. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And we got a team. They're gonna come see Luca at the very least. They're gonna come see Austin Reeves. And whoever else they bring in. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So we're gonna bring stars out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll go pay this 12.5 over here instead of paying 12.5 over this Las Vegas team where I gotta do so much. I
Yeah.
gotta do
Yeah.
a lot. I gotta convince Vegas that we're gonna have it. And I'm a uphill battle because the Golden Knights have won the championship and just came from the finals. The Aces are winning championships. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. I'm gonna go over here to the Lakers, and I can go over here, sit back, let the powers be, sell the Lakers, keep selling the Lakers to Jamal and them, and be good. That's easier.
Nah, like I'll say this when I initially woke up, because I woke up to this news and I was when I saw the names, I wasn't really too fond of it. And there are other curriculars to that, and I do understand that. I'm not even trying to bring this into political factor. I understand that these two gentlemen are in different political aspects of, especially Kushner from his brother, but they still are related in a sense, and it still kind of crawls underneath my skin. But besides all that, I also still wasn't really happy about this because it seemed like with the Mark Walter thing, we kind of had an identity on what this Lakers team could potentially be. You know what I mean? We have the proof in the pudding that he can run a sports organization. Even though I understand that the MLB and the NBA, they do run things a little bit different now. Obviously, the MLB doesn't have a salary cap restrictions or anything like that. So he does have the free roam to be able to spend money, divert money, all that type of stuff. Unlike in the NBA, where it's more hard salary cap, where a lot of people I think are more leaning towards my side when this initially got signed with the new CBA, that this shit is terrible. So it came to a situation where it's like we finally got comfortable because we already had instability with the whole situation with the Bus family and all the different faces that were kind of having controlling heads and what to do with the Lakers, with the roster and all that stuff like that. Lakers fans were already over it. You know what I mean? With Kurt Rambis and the Bus brothers and the Bus sister and the relationships and all that. It was just so much drama within the top where it kind of killed us in free agency and kind of having an identity. We were known as the mama pop franchise that didn't have a lot of money compared to the Warriors or the Knicks or the Timberwolves and all these other teams that were ran by multi-billionaires who had a lot more capital to spend to build up scouting departments, build up their front office and executive team to be able to, identify talent and identify, better medical personnel and all that. So for us to go from considered to be a mom and pop shop to a gentleman to buy the Lakers who knows the LA market. He already knows the fan bases. He already knows the epitome and what the Lakers mean to LA, to the NBA, the historical factor that this is a championship team that has a lot of expectations coming from a championship organization that is potentially on its run to be a three-peat. I think it would be the first three-peat MLB baseball team since when? With the Yankees or something like that. It's been a while or something like that. So to finally get a little bit of stability, and then within 9 months, we're back at this again. You know what I mean? With I get it. Bob Iger, he was a well-known Disney exec who did a lot of good for Disney. I seen the numbers where he did. I understand that towards the end, it didn't really run the best course, but he ended up, leaving Disney. I understand Josh Kushner and the wealth he's built up amongst himself and all that. I understand there are some ugliness to his side as well. You can read up on that. But these two gentlemen don't have the background of being championship owners. You know what I mean? Like, we don't understand what we're getting ourselves into. We have a situation where Luka Doncic, in his span of being a professional, I think he's been through 5 owners. I read that's insanity as an NBA player. So, and then all the transition that he's gone through the last couple years, and finally seemed like he finally found a little bit of stability. Now he has to go through a whole different identity with a whole new ownership group. Mark Walters started establishing all his kind of Dodger identities into the Lakers infrastructure. Now we got to see when Bob Iger and Josh Kushner and what they do. I read Bob Iger will be the one that will be more hands-on in the makings of the Los Angeles Lakers, but we don't know his ideology. We don't know if he's gonna kind of lean towards what Mark Walter was doing and kind of keeping the people that have already been established. They just got these jobs within the last 6 to 9 months. You know what I mean? So this is a newly established front office, and everything that he's integrated, like he was in the process of building what we thought a regular organization would be in the NBA. We don't know what Bob Iger is going to do. And that's kind of my frustration level with this. I'm kind of indifferent on this. Like, I will always be a Laker fan, but honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. This makes me want the Vegas team even more. And it's kind of surprising because, and I agree with you, Chris. Like, I understand, like, the Lakers, they only become available so often. Very rare at that. If you have the opportunity to buy the Lakers, if you have the opportunity to buy the Dodgers, if you have the opportunity to buy the New York Yankees or whatever, you're going to take the opportunity. Yes, you're going to pick that over the Las Vegas market because it's already established one of the top organizations in the world, top 3, top 5 organizations in the world with every other sport. Like, yeah, you're going to pick that. I do think the Las Vegas market, it is showing that the Vegas market is very prominent market because it went from being 7 billion to now it's looking like about 10 billion for you to own this team out here, which that's big bread. I think Magic Johnson, I think that kind of helps Magic Johnson and his group being able to get that team. I also heard a couple other names with that. You also have the owner of the Golden Knights. I think that pushes him up even more because he's already established. So it's going to be interesting to see where that route goes with Bob Iger and them out. I know there are a lot of pluses with Bob Iger because he does have a lot of relationships. It's kind of funny, though, because now if you look at the ESPN coverage of the Lakers, it's a lot different now a little bit. You can start seeing a little bit of difference in how they talk about the Lakers. It's not as negative as it was before all this. So we'll see. Obviously, time will tell if this move is going to be a beneficial factor for the Lakers and the franchise that I've grown up to love. So we'll see. Time only tell. I will give these gentlemen the opportunity to run this organization and see what happens. But again, the inconsistencies of the unknown, we're back at that, and I just think that kind of sucks. And as far as Mark Walter, I think it's going to be kind of interesting to see what happens going forward with him and the Dodgers. Like, we got to see. He still, I think it's just the Lakers that he sold, but he still has his assets with the Sparks. He still has his assets with the Dodgers, and I think a couple other things. So I think that investigation with him. With the SEC, obviously, I think it's going to take a while, so we'll see what happens with that. But I don't think it's looking too good for our boy Mark Walter. And then we'll finish it off here. The NBA, they did announce the full slate of NBA scheduling. Obviously, opening week on prime Prime, we obviously have the Celtics, Pistons. We'll get the debut of LeBron with the 76ers while they go to New York, while they drop their banner, first banner in over 50 years. We have the Western Conference Final rematch with the Thunder, Spurs heading to San Antonio. Then obviously we get the LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards debut going up against Giannis in his debut in Miami. Then we'll get the Lakers against the Warriors. We also have the Cleveland 76ers and all that. We'll get AJ DeBonsa versus Darian Peterson, first time Saturday, February 7th. We'll also, MLK Day, we'll get the Pistons versus the Cavs, 76ers versus the Hawks. Other notable games, Jaylen Brown's first game in Boston will be January 21st, 2027. John Morant's first game back in Memphis will be February 6th of 27. LaMelo back in Charlotte will be February 15th. And Giannis back in Milwaukee will be January 28th. Obviously, they're going to put all the big games once NFL season is over because obviously they'll get more eyes. But overall, man, what are your thoughts with the NBA scheduling? What games are you excited to see throughout the season?
Opening week or the opening night, definitely Thunder and Spurs, Sixers and Knicks. I don't know if I'm excited. I mean, of course,
you're not excited to see Bron's debut in the Sixers jersey.
Yeah, but they're not gonna have no chemistry probably by that time. The Knicks are probably gonna beat them. True that. Celtics Pistons, that should be pretty solid right there. I'm not too excited for Warriors and Lakers. I think y'all gonna mollywop.
Nah, I'm tired of seeing that fucking matchup. They got an obsession of that. I don't get it.
The Christmas Day slate. Now that's exciting. Spurs and Knicks.
All day. Hopefully NFL lives up to. They need to live it up. If NFL can live it up, that's gonna be a great day for sports.
Yes, your Lakers versus the Sixers. So LeBron returning to LA. Thunder Timberwolves, that should be a good one, and then Nuggets and Warriors. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? I think 1, 2, 3, 4 games. I like that slate.
Right.
And then, like you said, all the games is gonna be on MLK Day. I guess January 26th to the 30th. It's NBA Rivals Week, so I guess they got jerseys or something.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, man. I mean, looks like, it's pretty set up, pretty clean. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, after the NFL season, you know what I'm saying? That's when they'll really put those games out there after the All-Star break, I imagine. It'll really start revving up, getting ready for the playoffs and the play-in and all that good stuff. So, yeah, looks like you guys, the NBA is really going to be revved up this year, and like all the changes and all the people on different teams and stuff this year. So, I'm interested. Sure.
Out of all the returns with Jaylen Brown, John Morant, LaMelo, Giannis, which one out of those 4 are you most excited to see?
Jaylen Brown probably going back to the Celtics. See how that crowd endears him.
Yeah. I agree. I think the Jaylen Brown first game back in Boston, I think it's going to be, obviously he's going to be highly motivated in that game. It's going to be interesting to see how the Celtics look without Jaylen Brown. But I agree with you. I think the Christmas slate is easily, again, I said this, NBA always shows up on Christmas Day. I need the NFL to show up. Like y'all sitting here, y'all want to take over Christmas Day. But look, the matchups look great. But usually by that time, man, motherfuckers is hurt. Huh? I think it's like the Seahawks, Rams. I think it's the Ravens. Here, I could look it up real quick. Ravens. Let me see real quick. So on Christmas Day, we'll have Green Bay versus at Chicago. We have Buffalo at Denver and Los Angeles at Seattle.
Okay.
So, like, look, the games, it was the same as last year. The game slates look really good on paper, but they were all ass games. That was the case.
Because everybody was hurt.
Everybody was hurt, or motherfuckers was getting ready for positioning, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So look, if we can get some decent games, look, I know the NBA gonna show up. NBA on Christmas will always kill, and I get it. People always want to hit me with the ratings, and who cares? Watch the games. The games on the NBA have been way better than the NFL. But I want the NFL to be good. I want us to be PIP, split screen. You got the NBA game on one side, NFL game on the other side. We got 2 great games going on. That's gonna be a great day. I'm not working that day. I'm never working Christmas every day, any day in my life. So I need Christmas Day to be popping. But overall, man, I'm excited for the NBA season. I'm excited to see another game. I'm excited to see real quick is I'm excited to see Luka put belt to AJ DeBonsa because AJ DeBonsa was talking shit about Luka, talking about he want to see how fast Luka. You gonna see, and then Dylan Brooks. He said we child's food, so I want to see us bust that ass too. And then obviously I'm gonna be excited. Huh? Suns. He played for the Suns. He got a new deal. Congrats to him on his new deal. He well deserved. But yeah. And then obviously I'm super excited to see the Lakers versus 76ers. I am disappointed that when I go to LA for Hollywood Horror Nights, there will be no Laker game out there. So this will be the first year in a minute I will not be able to see the Lakers, but I will find a game. Horror Nights. I always go to Horror Nights every Halloween at Universal Studios. Okay. Yeah. So then I would check out. There's always a Laker game around that time. I don't know what you thought I said, but
I was like, what?
Yeah. Not brother. Get your mind out the gutter, brother. Get your.
I was like, this is a new convention, dog.
Oh my god, this guy. But yeah, man, that's it for NBA news today.
For sure. All right, man. Let's do some NFL news, man. Preseason went down. We got to see a lot of people sat. Wasn't too many, stars out there. I think Josh Allen played a little bit. Him and DJ played. I think they put their starters out there. I know Kirk Cousins played. How you feel about Kirk Cousins, huh?
Oh, he looked good. He looked like Kirk Cousins. Overall, man, I think our offense will be fine. I think our offense will be explosive. I thought Fernando Mendoza looked really good. Our defense needs a lot of work. They couldn't stop me or you, and I get it. It's vanilla defenses and stuff like that. So I'm not really tripping. I know a lot of people were kind of tripping on Jamar McCoy. Jamar McCoy ain't playing in like 2 years. Relax, he'll be fine. So overall, man, I thought offensively we looked really great. There are certain things on the defensive side I do need to see, but overall, man, it's kind of where I thought. It's first preseason game. I think it'll be good for us this week because I know we are doing a joint practice with the Houston Texans, and we all know that defense is probably the best defense in the whole damn league. So I'm gonna be very curious to see how we look against them. I'm sure the starters will play in that game. So, yeah. So overall, I was pleased.
For sure. A lot of young quarterbacks look good this past week. Drew Allard, he put on a good display.
They look really good, yeah.
Ty Simpson's numbers look good, but I'm gonna tell you right now, they spammed a lot of bootleg short passes to Ty.
I said the same shit, bro. I was like, bro, this is what we doing. Like, not to cut you off, like, bro, look. For what he was asked to do, he did look good. Yeah. It's a preseason game where he played against backups, but let's not act like boy was just singing out there, zinging like 30-yard passes between like double covers. This boy was doing flats. I think 90% of the video that I seen of him was like 6-yard outs, and they just got mad yards, and they were wide open as fuck. Like that defense, like no offense to the Chiefs, second, third team, like it looked really good. So again, I think a lot of these defense weren't looking really good. I just don't think
they didn't make a lot of adjustments. Like, I think in the real game they had adjusted to that, but it was just kind of like they were just getting up with the same move. It's like, we're gonna get you go this way, and then we're gonna go there.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like, you're not gonna see a lot of different views from the defense in preseason game one. You're just not going to see that. So a lot of these guys should look decent in the first preseason game. I know there's a lot of nerves and stuff like that, and obviously you do need factors to kind of help out. But again, Ty Simpson is on an organization that is considered to have one of the best rosters from top down. You know what I mean? And he's with one of the best offensive-minded head coaches. And you're going up against second to third stringers against the Kansas City Chiefs, and you're doing nothing but 6-yard bootleg outs. Like, we really gonna get that excited over it? I was more impressed with Drew Allard. I was more impressed with Joe Milton. I was more impressed with Fernando Mendoza and some of the stuff he had to go do. I'm sure you're gonna bring up more names, but yeah, come on, man. No offense to Ty, he looked good for what he did, but yeah, let's chill.
I was more impressed on the other side. My man Gary Nussmeyer. My man was actually flinging the thing across the field, man. Sure.
Yeah.
True. Shout out to my boy Cyrus Allen. He's getting a lot of hype. You know what I'm saying, as far as a receiver.
Yeah, I hear his name. I hear his name a lot out of y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been doing his thing, man. And he showed a little bit.
How'd you like what you saw from your game?
There's some concerns as far as some of the things on the offensive line, like they're backups, so they're not gonna play. But it was just like, now do I think some of them holding calls was kind of like ticky tacky? It was like, all right, all right, whatever. But it was just like, I was encouraged by Emmett Johnson, our running backs, and Brashard Smith. I did like what I see from them. Finally, Jamal. Finally, no more running backs running up in the back of the damn lineman, dog. They got wiggle. They can see They got vision, dog. It was good to see number 10 with vision.
no more Pacheco, huh?
Yeah, it was good to see him. Oh, there's the hole. Damn, let me hit that. I was encouraged by that. I like what I saw from one tight end, Jake Bringenstool. We signed him last year. He looked really good. The safety, he's actually from Vegas. Jaden Hicks. I thought he looked really good. He was flying around making plays. That's all I look for, man. I don't really pay attention to the stats. I just say who flying around, who trying to make some plays, man. That's what preseason is all about. We've seen it so many times. Dude put up 450 yards, 5 touchdowns. It looked like trash. It's season. So yeah, I was just encouraged by some of the stuff. Mason Thomas, he made some plays as far as defensive end. People Woods, I did want to see a little bit more from him, but they were spamming so many damn bootlegs, he really couldn't do nothing. So it was just kind of like whatever. He'll look better when he's sitting next to Chris Jones and Kyrus Tunga, some of those guys on the defensive line. But some of the young guys I was encouraged by. They showed me some stuff, so for sure.
No doubt.
But yeah, preseason, it was more so about those quarterbacks. Love, unfortunately, he has a high ankle sprain, so you won't see him no more. But he looked good in the game against y'all.
He looked amazing.
I like Mike Washington. I thought Mike Washington looked good for you.
No, he looked really good. Like, honestly, if any concerns, I still have concerns with our wide receiving core. I like Jalen Nair. I like Trey Tucker.
I thought that looked good.
Listen here. I gotta see against better defenses. Let me see how these guys look against the Houston Texans. Okay, I think Jalen Nair will be fine. I think Trey Tucker will be fine. Obviously, Brock Bowers is not going to play anytime this preseason. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see Ashton Genty play anytime. Look, save him. Even save Mike Washington. Low key, get a lot of these other guys some reps. Especially these younger receivers. Yeah, get them ready. That's kind of my mindset. But and then obviously we need to see Fernando. I want to see him play a little bit more, even though I love what I've seen from him. What were your thoughts with I don't know if you watched it, but what were your thoughts with the whole situation with Cleveland, with Shedeur Sanders, Deshaun Watson, and all that? I don't know if you get to see any of that in their performances.
Man, it's over for Deshaun, man. Just let it go.
Yeah, they're bigging him up on ESPN. They said that Dan Orlovsky said it ain't even close. Shedeur Sanders, Deshaun Watson should easily be the starter for the Browns.
We're really gonna listen to Dan Orlovsky.
Look, we're gonna bring up Dan Orlovsky in random news, and that trust. There's a lot to talk about with that.
Yeah, do we really want to listen to Dan Orlovsky and his thoughts on quarterback play?
But it wasn't just him though. I think it was consistent across that whole.
No.
The whole tape.
Oh no, I just see a lot of picks. That's what I see.
I don't know.
What I know. But maybe Deshaun Watson does have a leg up. I think Shedeur starts this week, so we get to see him in full action starting off the game. So
yeah, I thought Shedeur looked. I thought Shedeur started off good. Obviously, he had a bad pick where he kind of overthrew the ball in the middle. Deshaun, look, I just think Deshaun is who Deshaun is. You know what I mean? I think as a Browns organization, you're not winning anything this year. That is just given. And I get it. You don't want to go into the season already quitting on the season because a lot of these guys are putting in hard work. These players aren't going to quit. We understand that. And I get it. Maybe it's a situation where, look, I'm not watching Browns news every single day. I'm sure there's Browns fans that probably would have better answers than us. I'm not going to act like I know, but
Hey, there's a reporter that's clocking everything, and I think Deshaun Watson is like 12 picks and.
That's what I've been reading. Homie been throwing. He just been giving balls to the defense like Oprah giving out books. Like I just like, and then I've heard Shador's looked really good in the practices. So I get it. I did watch a little bit where Dan Orlovsky was kind of going through some of the video with Shador Sanders, and I get it. There were certain aspects. He even kind of said it that he was it is a nitpicking aspect where there are certain reads where you had a couple guys coming across the middle where he could have like dumped it off to and got more yardage out of that drive and potentially a touchdown and a score. But I just think that Shador looks better throwing the football. He looks more accurate throwing the football. I just think he has a little bit more aura to him. I think fans are rooting for him a lot harder than Deshaun. I don't think anybody's a fan of Deshaun anymore, especially everything that he's gone through. I don't know why anybody would want to root for that. Respectfully, and I get it. He's trying to move on with his life and all that, but that will be tainted with him forever as long as he puts on an NFL jersey. That is just the reality of the situation. And then again, as the Browns, like you're heading into a situation where you have all these draft assets heading into a draft where you're going to have potentially, obviously we got to see how the year goes, where you could have a lot of quarterbacks that could be top picks. So wouldn't you want to find an answer if Shador Sanders is your guy? Like Deshaun Watson isn't your future. He's not. Where this team is, he's not. Maybe you can kind of build him up, and maybe there might be a team who has playoff aspirations who might get desperate in a situation where maybe their starting quarterback isn't playing up to par or gets hurt, and then maybe they can trade for Deshaun in the middle of the season. Maybe that kind of might be their thinking, and then they could just play Shador Sanders the second half of the year. Maybe that's kind of the thinking with this whole situation. I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing shit at the wall, but that's the only thing I could think of why you want Deshaun Watson to start off the season. Because don't give me he's a more veteran quarterback for it, because that would make sense if you had championship aspirations, but you need to see if Shador Sanders can play professional football. That's what you need to see, and give him the bright opportunity.
Yeah. I just want to say my prayers to two organizations. Number one, the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah.
Yo, do you like that video too? You know, doing a little Boyz II Men new edition skill.
Totally. I like he was terrible in his game. I think he had a pick. Didn't he have a pick?
You know, he fumbled the first snap. He fumbled the first snap of the drive.
A pick six.
I'm gonna be surprised. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that game. Once I saw the fumble snap first play, I was like, yeah, it's over, bro. It's over. And Michael Penix, I don't think is he anywhere close to practicing yet? Is he even practicing?
Know. According to him, his doctor said he'll never have another leg injury again. So we'll see.
I hope that, because I want Penix to succeed. I want that. I think Penix we all know Penix is their better quarterback. We know he should be the starter. But it's his health, man. This man has had like 15 knee surgeries, man. Like God forbid, man. If he has another one, bro, I don't know how much cartilage he has left in that shit.
Yeah, for sure. And then shout out to my boy Mondale. Prayers to them.
Why are they trying to run Devon Achane into the ground already? Like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? That's even
bad for Malik Willis. My man signed that contract. And they got rid of
get his bread. Get the bread. Get the bread.
Get your money, damn.
Look, man, we all know he will. I think no matter what happens with Malik Willis, he will always have a quarterbacking job. He will always get a quarterbacking job. He will be Tyrod Taylor 2.0 if things go bad. Because you can't expect that team to be good. That team about to be bad. What you think about the Giants? What you think about Jackson Dart and him going into the Jackson Dart again?
I saw Jackson Dart. That offensive line did him no. And Shannon Sharp was talking so bad about that offensive line. I guess it was the offensive.
What's my man's name? He did the Olay. He got, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Filete, whatever his name is. His name's calling him Fish Fillet. I
hate to say it. How long do you think Jackson Dart survives behind that O line?
I don't know, man. But that first play, he got smacked.
Oh, that was easily the hit of the week. He probably got hit the hardest all week for sure.
Yeah, he got smashed, bro. But he had a nice little touchdown to Malachi Fields, though. I did like that.
Yeah. They said Malik Neighbors is back to practicing today. I think they say he took off the red jersey today. So,
that's what's up. Yeah, and then OBJ, he looks solid. OBJ looks.
You think he gonna make the team?
Yeah, I think he makes it.
You think he makes it?
I think he makes it. I think he makes it. From what I was hearing, people saying that he was open on a touchdown and what's the name missed. So, so I think he makes it.
No, for sure.
Good little novelty. Act for keep up and keep the morale around.
I'm gonna say this. Hey, look, JJ, like get ready for a new jersey, bro. So
yeah, the Orlando Storm, baby.
It's over, bro. No offense, my brother, but yeah, you didn't look too good in that game. I'll be honest with you, my brother.
Just terrible. Oh, how you feel about Von Miller going to the Cowboys?
I think it's good. Like he had how many sacks he had last year? Like 6, 7 sacks last year or something like that. Obviously it adds depth to that. I think he has something like that. I think maybe I could be wrong. But I think it'll be cool. Obviously we all know Von Miller. He stays in pretty great shape. Yeah, but 9 sacks last year. Yeah, so he's still a little productive. Obviously, he's not the Von Miller of what we are accustomed to with the Denver Broncos and stuff like that. But I think you add him with Rashawn Gary and what they added on that defense and stuff like that. It helps. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of people, especially in Cowboys Nation, they wanted Max Crosby to don that jersey. But look, Max ain't going nowhere. This. I think this is also a sign that they're not going to get Max this year, unless some other things happen. But I think it's a good signing for him. You know what I mean? It helps. It can't hurt. Von Miller is going to always be an addition.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. He adds a veteran leadership to that room. Him, Rashawn Gary would be a nice little, vet, little defensive end up in there. Quentin Williams he's your main cog in that defensive line. He's going to be the one that open up things for those two. And I think it's a solid sign.
I think.
1 year deal up to $7.5 million, so heavy incentive base, probably.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, look, man, this Dallas Cowboys team, if everything goes right their way, man, it's gonna be a really good team. Like I know people don't want to hear it, but the reality is that offensively, we all know they're going to be really good. You know what I mean? As long as they stay healthy, but that defense, man, has a lot of promise. They have they have some young talent on there, but they got promise though.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Caleb Downs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Let's do our AFC North division breakdown. We're gonna do the temperature check.
Mm-hmm.
On the temperature check, we do our overall division strength, best QB, best coach, and toughest stadium to play in the division. All right, man. For overall strength, what do you have this division?
I gave it a 6 because the Browns are ass. We all know that. The Bengals, I don't trust. The Steelers, I don't trust. I trust the Ravens as long as they stay healthy. I think they're clearly the best team. So I think overall, with the Ravens and how powerful Lamar Jackson is, I gave it a 6. But that's the highest I could go, honestly.
I want a 6.5 because it's all contingent on, like you said, you don't trust the Bengals. But if the Bengals could ever figure it out, and if they if these defensive pieces, even though they did lose one for the season, but them getting Boye Mafe, them getting Snacks on the defensive line, adding some pieces in that secondary. Brian Cook, safety from my Chiefs, was a good pickup for them. If their defense can be just solid, we ain't asking them to be the damn Texans. They just gotta be solid and to be middle of the pack defense, not the worst. And their offense continues to, do what they do and stay healthy. I think it raises the bar for this division. The Steelers, I expect them to be the Steelers. Like they're gonna be 9-8, somehow 10-7,
mm-hmm.
and they're gonna get to the wild card or something like that. Mm-hmm. Mike McCarthy's gonna keep them afloat somehow, some way. And that's how I look at the Steelers. So that's why I say I get in like you said, the Browns. Now, Shador or Deshaun Watson somehow unlocks and has a good season. The Browns have a good roster. It's not a lack of having talent on the roster. They got a lot of young, good talent on there. I know Jared Verse is a downgrade from Myles Garrett, but he's still a good defensive end. Like, this ain't like Jared versus a bum. Like,
I think they're all talented teams. I think they're all talented teams. I just think it's a lot of inconsistency. I just don't know. Like, the only team I know is the Ravens. Like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And even with the Ravens, you got a new coach. You know,
but as long as Lamar Jackson stay healthy, they're the top to down. They're the most talented team. They should.
I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, still question.
I feel.
All right. Best.
We can skip this. We all know the answer, man. We know
Lamar
the
Jackson.
answer. We know it. Come on, man. What we doing? Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Best coach.
This one was tough as fuck for me, dog. I'm not a Mike McDaniels fan, even though he's a Super Bowl caliber. I know he won the Super Bowl, but that was so long ago. That was back in like, Mike McCarthy. That was back in 2008, 2009, whenever that they won the Super Bowl in against the Steelers. I don't trust Todd Monken. I don't know who he is. Jesse Minter, he's I think he has a lot of promise, but he's young. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I just went with Jesse Minter off of potential. I went off of potential, and he just has a better team, low key.
I said Mike McCarthy because he's the only one that's proven. That's it. That's the only thing I can go off of. That's it. That's the only thing I can go off of.
This might be this. This one is tough. Yeah.
I'm with you with Jesse Minter, but I still gotta see it. You know, I gotta see his relationship with Lamar. I gotta see if he's gonna bring that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he may be, you know what I'm saying? But,
all signs have been pointing that Lamar's bought into Jesse Minter. It seemed like the relationship has been really good. So,
yeah, for sure. So, toughest place to play, the stadium.
I think, despite how some bad these teams are, I think they do have all their own identities, like the dog pound. We all know when the Cleveland Browns are good, they bring the atmosphere. We all know Steelers and them waving them bullshit ass towels everywhere. We all know the kind of environment that they have. I think Cincinnati's probably the worst out of all of them. Yeah. Honestly, I just don't trust that fan base and that atmosphere. And we've seen so many bad things happening on that field.
They delusional as shit, but
not facts. But I ended up going with the Baltimore Ravens. I just think aesthetically, Baltimore, number one, is already a rough city as it is. So it's already a rough city as it is. And, God bless y'all. But I just think aesthetically with the Ravens, the purple and black, the kind of the identity that the Baltimore Ravens have built up with Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs and Tony Saragusa and all those guys, seeing obviously Ray Lewis ain't there, but you seeing Ray Lewis coming out of that smoke, the Raven eyes looking down upon you, the atmosphere in that, the weather. I just think aesthetically and just that whole atmosphere, I went with the Baltimore Ravens, honestly. That's why I think it's close between them and the Steelers, but I ended up edging the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm not mad at that. I edged the Steelers. I just, good and bad. The terrible towels is waving. They know they're going to be mid, but they still waving them damn towels.
They do love them towels, boy. Shit, they do love them towels.
Still waving them damn towels. No matter how they could be mid as shit, but they still out there waving them shit. So
waving. Y'all got some strong shoulders. Y'all got some strong Tommy. Y'all got some strong shoulders, but I'm telling you, I can't be waving that shit all day all game. That's crazy. Shout out to y'all.
But shout out to them for sure. That does it for the temperature check. All right, man. Let's talk some WNBA, man. Because
let's do it.
Hey, the links, man. Damn links.
Hey, man, they're tough. They're the favorites. They're the favorites to win.
Shout out to the Aces, man. They caught a dub. They caught an L the other day. Against the Lynx again at home. Asia had a good game. She had about 32 points.
She the only one that had a good game. Shit.
Yeah. And which is crazy because Jackie Young had been balling too.
She been balling, yeah.
It just this was the day that that's not that good game.
You know what it is? This thing. No, go ahead. I'll let you rock.
I was just gonna say the thing about it is with the Lynx, man, you just gotta be on point, man. You can't half step. You can't have one person. One person can't beat the Lynx. All y'all got to be firing on all cylinders. So it is.
I just think it's a sense of. I think the Aces, they match up well against a lot of teams, but I think we're slowly starting to see that. I just think in the backcourt, we are becoming a little older, slow, a little bit less unathletic. Like I love Chelsea Gray. She is the point guard. She is a Hall of Famer. I love everything that she about, but she's a cone out there, dog. She can't guard nobody. Like it's bad when we got the little Asian girls trying to guard Olivia Miles. When I saw they did the pen where they did the 2K mode where the camera was behind Olivia Miles, and I saw this little Asian girl trying to get down in a defensive stance trying to guard. I was like, bro, that's cooked food. That's cooked food. Like no offense, but that's cooked food, and it's just like. And then on top of that, like with the backcourt responsibilities, you're asking Jackie Young to do so much, you know what I mean, by beating the best perimeter defender and then also trying to average 20 plus points a game. And it's like Chelsea Gray will have her good moments and then she'll also have her low scoring moments. But I just think this year is proven more and more that we got to get younger in that backcourt. We got to get a little bit more athletic in that backcourt, a more consistent scoring. I'm not really too much worried about the offense running because I think Chelsea Gray is still the best as far as like running an offense. I think she's still easily the best passer in the game, and it's not even close. But there are just other aspects with Chelsea. Nah. Listen, like I love Olivia, bro, but she ain't done nothing like what Chelsea Gray has done with some of these passes. Even the last week alone proved that Chelsea Gray is still the best passer in the league. Okay? Nah, she ain't done nothing like Chelsea Gray. I love Olivia Miles, but she still ain't done nothing like Chelsea Gray, respectfully. And Olivia Miles is probably my second favorite player right now in the WNBA behind Asia Wilson. But I think this is what proved. I just think next year, and I get it, we've lost a lot of assets due to stupidity shit, due to investigations, trades, and all that. But they need to find a way to get more younger and more athletic in this backcourt. And again, this comes back to fucking KB. We let a lot of young athletic guards get away. Like we had it with Kennedy Carter. You saw it with Kennedy Carter with that speed, the defensive capabilities, the scoring. You saw it. Like I think if Kennedy Carter had her head on straight, I think the stories are a little bit different in these Lynx games. I think we look different in these Lynx games. And you could kind of substitute Chelsea Gray with Kennedy Carter a little bit more comfortably. I just think that there's no one you can trust outside of Chelsea Gray, honestly. So with Kennedy Carter was that. So I think that situation is kind of what's hurting us, where I just think no one's on that level of the Lynx right now, even the Aces, unless Asia gonna have to go for like 40 every fucking game. You know what I mean? And Jackie Young gonna have to be just consistent. But that's kind of how I feel about it. I feel like it's trending towards that way.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I want to know why Tanaya Lasson didn't play on that day. Because I think she brings a little bit, at least as a scorer. I don't know defensively because she's kind of a smaller guard, but I know scoring wise, I know she brings an athleticism that's hard to guard. You know what I'm saying? That she brings speed off the dribble that they possibly could use. But I'm with you. They do need to, whether it be, in free agency next year or
I want them to get Hannah Hidalgo. I know it's gonna be hard. I know it's probably impossible, but I want Hannah on this team.
You know what I want to do to get that.
I know. I want Hannah on this
Jackie Young. They're gonna have to
Jackie Young might be gone. Jackie Young might be gone anyway. She only signed a 1-year deal. She might be gone anyway. So honestly, I think next year is gonna be an interesting year, man. I think that it's gonna be off season. I know, and I hate to already talk about the off season because we still got a lot of time left. But that would be the name I really want this team. I think Hannah Hidalgo on this team, I think, kind of elevates us back into that consistent top tier mode. But Ace is gonna have to figure some stuff out this off season for sure.
Yeah,
but then Chelsea Gray just signed like a multi-year deal. She signed a multi-year deal too, didn't she? Then she signed like a 2-3-year deal or something like that.
I think she did.
Because Jackie Young was the one that only signed the 1-year deal. Obviously, Asia got the full max. I think then who else signed?
Yeah, she signed a 3-year, 3.5.
Yeah. Jewel Lloyd signed a multi-year deal too, huh?
Did she?
I think she did. I think she signed a multi-year because I know there was rumors about her going overseas, and then they ended up signing her to. I think she signed for a multi-year deal. I think so. I think Nalissa Thomas signed for a multi-year deal too, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not mad at Nalissa. Nalissa is still young, and
I'm not mad at that. But
and she's starting to show promise. 3 Yeah. Joe Lloyd's on the 3 2.5 million. So
and then Jackie Young's the only one that's on the one. That's why I was like, damn, out of all of them, you give. I would have personally gave Chelsea Gray the 1 year. Like, we're gonna see how you are because you are getting a little older. You know what I mean? Like, and I would have gave Jackie Young the multi-year deal.
I think Jackie probably was. I think her and her agent was like, "We're gonna do this for 1 more year, and then I'm probably gonna go somewhere else."
Yeah, because they won the championship. I think if they didn't win the championship last year, I think Jackie Young was probably gone. I think Jackie. I don't know why Jackie wants to leave. I don't know what it is. It's not like she's not getting a playing time,
bro.
What team she gonna go to get her own team though?
Oh, there's some teams. She can go to LA. She can go to the Sparks and be the best player on that team and be the number one in person. And it'd be her team.
That's all right. You got me on that one. You got me on that one. You got me.
That'd be her team, brother.
She could probably go to Toronto too. You probably go to Toronto. She probably go to
the Fire.
She probably can go to Houston. You know, I think she probably gonna go to Houston. That's where I think she probably gonna go. I think she probably gonna go to Houston. Play with the. Are they gonna be called the Comets again? Or are they gonna be the Houston Sun? The Comets.
No, they're gonna be Comets.
She looked like she belonged in Houston anyway, so I could see her doing that shit too.
Where is Jackie Young from?
I don't know. I could look it up real quick. Let me see.
She is from Indiana.
Please don't go to the goddamn Fever. Please don't go to.
That's why she's not going there. But that's why, because she went to Notre Dame. That makes sense. Yeah, man. We shall see.
Yeah.
But the season is shaping up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's coming down to the wire. I know the Fever and the Dream had a big back and forth the other day. The Fever ended up coming out with the dub. Kelsey Mitchell balled out. Alicia Gray, she balled out too. She got like 30-something points.
Okay, can we just say this? Can we say this? Can we say this?
And,
girl, I love you. I love you with all my heart. But if your fucking ass can't make a fucking wide open layup, and again, I'm tired of seeing your ass miss wide open layups. Like, dog, this is a problem, dog. Come on, man. She did that in an open court, and then you did that for the like. That was point blank.
That's for a game, man.
Game, dog. Come on, man. Come on, dog. I think overall, Angel Reese gets a lot of shit, but I agree with a lot of people in that sense. She cannot hit a wide open fucking layup to save her fucking life. I don't know what it is. She got the yips on that shit.
Hit the backboard, the little square.
Bruh.
Let's hit the square. This is the little square. Boom, back it off.
Bruh.
Layup.
And they're not even like, damn, that sucks. Like, it was just kind of bad look. Like, they kind of rimmed out. Nah, these is like bricks, man. Sometimes you even miss the whole fucking rim.
Didn't she miss the whole rim on this one?
Yeah, I think it caught like the front part of the rim or something like that.
I think so. On the other side. I was like, damn.
I think that was when they were in the fast break. That was that one. In fast break, she missed the whole shit. I was like, good Lord. Yeah.
I got the text for that. Angel Reese's offense is terrible. I said, well, that's why they got Alicia Gray and Ryan out. She's not there for the offense. She's there to get rebounds.
She's there for the rebound and the defense. And the defense. Yeah, that's what she's there for. But because goddamn, but sheesh, that's all she need to do. Just learn how to hit a layup. You learn how to hit a layup, man. She could probably average like 25 points a game.
She could. She learned how to work the post.
She don't even need the shot. She don't even need the jump shot. She just need to learn how to hit a fucking layup. God damn, girl. You know how many games you done lost? They should have more wins. If she could hit a layup, they would have more wins. It might be up there with the Aces and the Lynx. Yeah. They should have won that game.
Right there for a minute there, but they're bad. Every time they play the Aces, they're just a bad matchup for the Aces. Like, Aces pretty much dominate them.
They do. They do. So what do you think about the Fever, man? What do you think about the Fever and how they've been looking?
I mean, look, Kelsey Mitchell is a problem. She just is, man. I think I know we say what we say about such and such, but all in all, I think they are a good team. and they're a problem. And if you face them in the first round in the playoffs this year, you gonna have to fight. I hope it is. I hope it is the dream in the Fever first round.
That's what it is currently right now. If it started today, it would be the Fever and Dream today.
Because I think, who do we play?
We would play the Liberty. We would play the Liberty.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. I think overall
the Wings will play the Lynx. God bless.
God bless
the Wings.
Yeah, that's Smoke City. That's Smoke City. Even though I love that matchup with Paige and Olivia. I think that would be amazing.
He's gonna score like 50.
Shout out to Fudd. Hopefully she can come back.
If Fudd come back, that could help. But
maybe, yeah. But she a rookie, man. I don't expect really that much. And then if he says she getting stronger and stronger as the weeks go on too. So you can only imagine what she gonna look like. Especially coming off the FIBA games and all that stuff like that. She come out healthy with that. She gonna be in full blown. She gonna be ready. So the only thing that could affect them is that break could affect their rhythm in a sense. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna be sitting for a minute. So I think that could be the only thing. Because I think once they come back, I think they only got maybe like a week or two, and then they get straight into the playoffs after that.
And
so
I'm gonna tell you right now, if that happens, oh boy, you know it's gonna be
because like let's before we switch topics, like I think who do you think the break helps the most out of all these teams? I think it helps the Aces. Okay, I think it hurts Asia in a sense because I think it helps and it hurts because I think you're gonna have Asia and Jackie Young over there, so they're gonna be playing a lot of heavy minutes over there. And I'm curious to see how the minutes kind of go. Maybe they can like space them out where they kind of do like 5-minute intervals and stuff like that. That team is so loaded that I think most of the time they're going to be blowing out teams anyway, and they're going to be sitting by like the third quarter. So maybe that could be the benefit of that. But I think with like Chelsea Gray, I think it helps with Chelsea Gray. I think it helps with kind of like the energy of the Aces because we've been on so many long playoff runs that it could give them kind of like a breath a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think it could help the Liberty too. You know what I mean? I think that's an older team as well. I think that could help them as well, kind of get their bearings back. I think the only player that's going over there is Breanna Stewart. But for the likes of like the Fever and the Lynx, man, they're such on like great runs and momentum right now that it could potentially affect them. It could potentially affect their rhythm a little bit. And God knows what kind of Sophia Cunningham trouble we might get into off of that break as well. So yeah, we'll see.
She's so mid. What you think about what's his name? Rick Bucher? You hear what he said?
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that on random news.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'll bring it up on random news. I got the clip.
For sure. All right, man. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Introduce yourself to Magnet, the ultimate sports drink. Are you ready to take your performance to the next level? Do you want a sports drink that eliminates the muscle cramps and fatigue when working out or training? Meet Magnet, the sports drink designed for athletes who refuse to settle for mediocrity. It's power-packed electrolytes and rehydrates and restores balance with their scientifically formulated blend with magnesium that fights fatigue and boosts endurance. It has natural ingredients made with real fruit extracts and no artificial colors or flavors because your body deserves the best. It has delicious flavors like mixed fruit and watermelon that keep you revitalized and ready for action. It will boost your performance with essential vitamins and minerals. Magnet fuels your workouts, helping you crush your goals. Join the Magnet movement whether you're training, competing, or simply staying active. Magnet is your go-to refreshment for peak performance. You can order it now on our direct link at drinkmagnet.com. Also, use promo code Cris and Mal to get $5 off your purchase. So don't wait. Again, that promo code is Cris and Mal to get $5 off your purchase. Get Magnet, push your limits, fuel your passion.
Shout out to Man Sports Drink. All right, man. Let's do Team Files, AFC North. We're back on it. All right, man. So we do the biggest strength, biggest weakness, one must prove player, ceiling, and floor for each team. So start with the biggest strength. What is the biggest strength for each team?
The biggest strength for each team for the Browns, I went with cornerback play. I just trust that a little bit more with Denzel Ward, Grant Delpit, Ronnie Hickman, and stuff like that. Everywhere else, obviously, I think that defense is still really good. We got to see how they perform without Garrett. You got to see how they deal without Myles Garrett. Obviously, I still think they're still a well-round group, but we got to see how much of an impact of losing him will be. Obviously, they did get Jared Verse and all that, so we got to see what's up. For the Steelers, I think the biggest strength for them is just experience. I think with Rodgers, Metcalf, Watt, Hayward, Ramsey, Queen, they're a little bit of an older team, but they do have a lot of experience on that team as well. So I think that's their biggest strength. For the Ravens, it's Lamar Jackson. It's Lamar Jackson. It's Lamar Jackson. I think overall, I think they're a well-talented team all around. But we all know if Lamar Jackson is healthy, that's pretty much what's going to be it. And then for the Bengals, I think it's easy. I think it's that wide receiving core with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. I even throw Chase Brown in there. I know he's not a receiver; he's a running back. But I just think their skill. I'll say this: their skill position players are probably the ones I trust the most.
Yeah, for sure. Ravens, I put rushing attack. That adds Lamar Jackson. I just think that's their strength. Running the football. Of course, Lamar Jackson is strength, of course, but that rushing attack is what makes that engine go for that Ravens team for sure. Mm-hmm. Bengals, I'm with you. I put offensive firepower. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown, like that core right there. Joe Burrow. They gonna put a 40 on you now. Let's see if they give up 40. Steelers, I know they're a little old, but I'm gonna go defensive line. If TJ Watt is healthy, if Cameron Hayward is healthy, Highsmith is healthy, their defensive line is still pretty solid. So I would say that's their strength right now. And then Browns, I put youth. They got some young pieces on this team. Casey Concepcion, Denzel Boston, Harold Fannin Jr. You got Jared Verse. You got Mason Graham. I think they got a nice little nucleus of young pieces on this. They could just get the quarterback position right. I think the Browns can be a problem, man. So
I agree. I
think they got a nice little young nucleus over there. All right, man. Let's go with the weaknesses.
For the weaknesses, I went with wide receiver play, the inconsistency play with the wide receivers, and obviously quarterback play. I think those two kind of feed off of each other. I do like the additions that they have with Denzel Boston and Casey Concepcion. I'm not the biggest Jerry Jeudy fan, but obviously they're those two guys are rookies, so we got to see if they. I think we've heard a lot of great things coming from camp from those guys, but as we get into the season, let's see if they can actually produce on the field. And obviously we already know about the quarterback situation. For the Steelers, I think it's two things. I think scoring consistently has been a problem for them offensively. I think one of the biggest things is that sometimes their offense shows up, sometimes their offense doesn't. I think a lot of that has to do with the running game as well. And then obviously I just think they're just an older team. With the Ravens, it's health and wide receiver play with me. I like Zay Flowers. I think a lot of people have been talking a lot about Jacoby Lane and but they have been inconsistent the last couple of years. I think a lot of things and the reasons why they have failed in the playoffs, I don't think it's been Lamar Jackson. I think it's been the wide receiving core. I think it's been Mark Andrews not showing up, dropping balls, Zay Flowers fumbling the ball, not having a true number one, stuff like that. And then obviously health, especially on that defense, they were riddled with a lot of injuries last year. So we got to see if they can stay consistent on that. And then with the Bengals, defense and Burrow's health. Those are my biggest weaknesses for them.
Ravens, I went wide receiver. I'm with you outside of Zay Flowers, and Zay Flowers had probably the quietest 1,200 yards last year. Like I ain't sure that man had that many yards last year.
Nah, neither did I. Unless if you had him in fantasy, you would have never known.
Yeah.
That's fact.
Yeah, the quietest 1,200 yards last year. But outside of that, Rashad Bateman, he's okay. He's probably a wide receiver 3 on most teams. Jacoby Lane, you're hearing some good things. Like you said, got to see it on the field. Receiving core. Bengals, I put defense. You can't stop a nosebleed. But with the added additions, we'll see. But defense. Steelers, I put quarter. I think everything links to their offense is quarterback play. They've been searching for a quarterback for years. And now with Aaron Rodgers, even with Aaron Rodgers, I would say they were okay. I think they need to add some more offensive pieces over there. I think that was their big issue. Yeah, DK Metcalf, and that was it. and what was the running back they had? They lost him, but that was it. They had nothing else. So maybe with him and Michael Pittman Jr. and Rico Dotto's there now, so maybe they can do something with that offense. But I just think it's all linked to the keeping. Maybe Drew Allard turns into something. And then with the Browns, I got to go with QB too. Like Deshaun Watson has not worked out at all. He's been terrible since he's been there.
Yeah.
Outside of the allegation, I think if he was still Deshaun Watson with the allegations, I think people wouldn't care. I'm just being real. I'm sorry. No disrespect to the people who are affected, but if he was out there putting 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns,
MVP conversations like he was, 100%.
Or even if they were just making the playoffs, going to the wild card, maybe you made the divisional round, and he was just out there putting the team on his back, I think we would have a different conversation about the Browns. But he hasn't been doing that. He's been terrible since he's been there. So
true.
It's just bad. And Shedeur Sanders, I don't think he got a fair shake last year. He's still learning. He's still young. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see if at the end of the day, we still got to see with Shedeur Sanders. So
yeah,
I think everything quarterback play with them. Their defenses have been really good. So
yep.
All right, one player to prove.
With the Browns, it's easily two. I know it's kind of hard. I know we're supposed to do one, but it's kind of hard. It's the quarterbacks, man. It's Deshaun and Shedeur, and both of they're in different points of their careers, but they both need to prove something. Whether it's Shedeur Sanders, who can actually play, and Deshaun Watson, if he can get back to what he once was. You know what I mean? I think it's that. With the Steelers, it's Aaron Rodgers to me. Can he take this team to championship caliber levels still? Does he still have that in him? I get it. This is his last year, but how motivated is he? How much can he do that? I think will be the answer. With the Ravens, it's not one player. It's that whole wide receiving core. It just is. It just is. Yeah. And then with the Bengals, it's Burrow staying healthy. Can Burrow just stay healthy? Can he play 17 games for the first time since his entire professional career? Can he just stay healthy? I think that's the biggest thing for this team, and if they can be successful, is his health. So
yeah, for sure. With the Ravens, I put Rashad Bateman. Can he elevate his game to at least be a solid number 2, brother? That's all the Ravens need, man. Like Zay Flowers, as much as we talk about him, hey, at least he's putting up numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, can he be a good compliment? We see it in spurts with Rashad Bateman. Like, he'll have a game where it's like, okay, that's the guy we thought he could be. And there's some games where he just disappears. So, or he dropping passes and shit. So, the Bengals, I put Boye Mafe because they gave him that big contract. And yeah, he was on that Seahawks team, but he was a situational guy. He wasn't like the main cog that made that defense go. So now he's going to be counted on, and you're replacing Trey Hendrickson, who was a 12 to 15 sack guy. Like 1 year he led the league in sacks. So that's some big shoes to fill for Boye Mafe. So he's got to prove that contract was worth it. With the Steelers, I know he's deep on the depth chart. They drafted him last year. Caleb Johnson, running back. You brought him in to be this offensive weapon. We got to see it, player. Like, you got to prove it. I think he was a 3rd round pick. So that's high draft capital right there. So that's somebody who's got to prove it. And then I put Shedeur Sanders because I think we know who Deshaun Watson is. He ain't got to prove shit to me. I already know what you are. So I'm going with Shedeur Sanders. He got to prove that he could be a quality starting quarterback in the NFL. That's what he got to prove.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, what's your ceiling for each team?
Ceiling for the Browns, 7-win team, tops. Steelers, probably about the same, probably divisional round, wild card. Ravens, Super Bowl caliber team. I think they are the only one. Well, you know what? They're the only one. And then the Bengals, divisional round.
Yeah, I put Ravens, I put Super Bowl contenders. Bengals, I put playoff contender. If they get in, you could very well see them in the AFC Championship game if they stay healthy. You wouldn't be surprised. Steelers, I put playoff team because they usually make it to the wild card. So I put playoff team. If they stay healthy, I think they could be a playoff team. And then Browns, I'm like you, 8-9 win team that barely misses the playoffs.
Yeah.
All right, what's your floor for each team?
Floor for the Browns, top 3 pick. I just think that's the range. Steelers, 500 team, as always, man. I just think they will always be consistently a 500 team. It's either they'll be a 500 team, miss the playoffs, be above 500 a little bit, and make the playoffs. Ravens, I think the floor for them is wild card the lowest, man. This team should make the playoffs easily. And then the Bengals, I got a top 15 pick. You know what I mean? Burrow gets hurt, misses about 1/3 of the year or something like that, or even a month. and then they always have that problem of starting off the season slow anyway when he's healthy. So, if things just go bad, I could see them being like a top 15, top 10 pick.
Yeah. Ravens, I got wild card like you. They should at least make the wild card if anything. Bengals, I got top 20 pick like you. Top 20, top 15. Steelers, I got top 10 pick. If they have a bad season, I think they're going to be in the top 10 this year. And then Browns, I'm with you. I put top 5 pick. So
yeah, for sure.
All right, man. That's a good thing. All right, man. Let's do our BetUS Surefire picks. Let's do it. All right, man. What you got?
So let me see what we got. I'll do some NFL preseason. Oh, let's make it fun. I'm gonna be a degenerate. I'm gonna take the Niners +1 on Thursday. I'll take the Steelers -3 against the Jets on Friday, and then I'll take the Commanders +3 against the Lions on Saturday.
I'm going baseball. Give me Dodgers -1.5 over the Rockies. Give me the Rays -1.5 over the Orioles. And I'm going out on a limb. Give me my Royals -1.5 over the Athletics.
All right.
If you go to any of our social media platforms, you'll see the BetUS link. Go ahead and click on it. Sign up. First-time users only. Put the promo code JOIN125. You get 125% sign-in bonus plus 10% gambler's insurance. That's 3 risk-free bets on $100 up to $5,000. So that means on your first 3 deposits, if you bet $100 and you lose, you keep your money. So you can go over there and win you some money, or you can keep your money in your first 3 deposits. Go over there, sign up. Tell them Cris Style Mal section. And that does it for our BetUS Surefire picks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Let's do a college football conference pyramid. Doing the SEC today.
Yep.
Mal's favorite conference.
Yeah, man. My team's in here for sure. Your team is in here too.
Yeah, I know.
It's our favorite conference, it looks like.
Yeah, you're right about that. All right, man. We're gonna do something different. We're gonna start from the bottom.
Okay.
Who are your dark horses?
So my dark horses, I got Arkansas. I love the quarterback that they have there. LSU, you got Lane Kiffin. We got to see how everything's going with there. I think there's been a lot of noise with this Jaden Daniels numbers situation that looks I don't know, man, it's just extra stuff that you don't need. Mississippi State also got South Carolina just because of the talent that they have on that team. I know they were disappointing last year, but they still are ultra talented. And then I went my Florida Gators. My Florida Gators, they're always ultra talented. I know our defense has always been there, but our offense has been really, really bad. But if this coach can get things popping on the offensive side, he does have a decent pedigree, especially in other conferences. I think we can also be a dark horse for sure.
My dark horses are South Carolina, Mizzou, South Carolina. Like you said, you got Sellers, you got Harbor, Dylan Stewart, who's going to be a top 5 pick if he stays healthy. He's a physical freak on the defensive end. So is Nick Harbor. Nick Harbor could put it together. He could be a physical freak at wide receiver. And then we all know with Lenore Sellers. A lot of people love Lenore Sellers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's got all the physical tools. He's got to put it together this year. My Mizzou Tigers, Austin Simmons coming over from Ole Miss. He was a 5-star recruit. Started off a little shaky with Ole Miss. They got hurt. We'll see what he does over here. I know Missouri added a new offensive coordinator over here, so they're trying to push the ball down the field. So Austin Simmons can hit. This team could be really, really good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting them in the dark horse category. Tennessee, because their offenses are always good. They have a really good defense too. So I'm going to put Tennessee. And then I went with your Florida Gators. I do like some of the additions y'all made. We'll see what y'all do this year. But if y'all can put it together, y'all be a dark horse.
Yeah.
All right, let's go playoff teams.
Playoff contenders. I got your Missouri Tigers in this position. I think that I think overall with last year, y'all were in a lot of those games. You know what I mean? Then obviously you had the injury to your starting quarterback. I think this ultra talented. I think you have one of the best running backs in the nation. So I have y'all as playoff contenders. If y'all can stay healthy, I think y'all have a really good shot at making the playoffs. I got Texas A&M. Look, I know they were kind of like in the national title contender in last year, but there are certain things with that team where they kind of just dissolved, especially even at home. They just have bad moments. I think they're an ultra talented team. I love the head coach that they do have. I'm putting them playoff contenders. I do need to see growth from the quarterback a little bit more, especially in bigger games against better defenses. But he's definitely ultra talented. And then I have Tennessee as the last playoff contender. I just think they're ultra talented team. Obviously, they need to find more consistency from that quarterback play, but I do like what they have.
Playoff teams, I got LSU. I think that with Sam Levitt, Lane Kiffin, some of the pieces that they put together, I think if Sam Levitt can duplicate what he did at Arizona State, I think they have a good chance to make it in the playoffs this year. They got too much talent on that team. Mm-hmm. I think last year with Nuss, if Nuss doesn't get hurt, I think LSU is a better team. I think the injury that he had last year, I think that just derailed their season. Alabama, we got to see because they have a new quarterback starting this year. We saw some good things from the quarterback, but we got to see it, with a full slate. But Alabama just brings too much talent on their team. Now, Ryan, what's his name? Ryan Davis, is that his name?
Who, the receiver?
Yeah.
Ryan Williams.
Ryan Coleman Williams, I think his name.
Yeah.
But he got to put it together this year.
Yeah.
Too talented kid. He's young, but you got to put it together. You know what I'm saying? You got to put it together. We got to see something from you, sir. You got too much talent not to be that bad last year. Ole Miss, you bring back Chambliss. You got some pieces still over there. Now, let's see what happens with Lane Kiffin. He took all the coaches pretty much and took some pieces away from you, but you still Ole Miss. You're still going to get 4 and 5 star recruits. So I think that, and there's some people that hit the transfer portal that came over. So I think you guys will be fine. Texas A&M, I'm with you. Marcel Reed, he showed some promise towards the end. Did he kind of lag off a little bit? He did. They do have to replace a weapon in Casey Concepcion. But I think they hit the transfer portal and added some receivers too. So Texas A&M will be right there as far as and who are your national title contenders?
National title contenders. I think Bama. I know they haven't consistently, lived up to their expectations the last couple of years ever since Nick Saban's been gone. But as you said it, man, they're just ultra talented. They'll always get the recruits. They just have that pedigree. I think Ole Miss, man, they pretty much brought back their main squad. You know what I mean? You still got Lacey, you still got Chambliss, you still got a lot of pieces on that defensive side. They're going to be an ultra talented team. They're going to be a highly motivated team, especially everything that went on last year. They looked really good in the playoffs last year. I think they're going to bring that momentum into this year, especially with their coach leaving and all that. That's going to be a highly motivated team. So I think they're definitely going to be national title contenders. Texas, that is the one of the most deepest teams. You got Cam Coleman, who's out there just killing it in practice. Arch Manning, it really comes down to him and his progression as a quarterback, but that is an ultra talented team. I think there's a lot of pressure on the head coach this year for them to make it. They need to make it. I think this is the year they have to make it, honestly. Georgia, look, man, come on, man. Kirby Smart, that team will always be loaded. And then Oklahoma, man, you hopefully your quarterback can stay healthy this year, but that is an ultra talented team. Oklahoma should be one of the top 10 teams in this nation. They're definitely gonna have an opportunity to win a national championship.
I would put Oklahoma. I forgot about them. I put them in the dark horse. But I hear you.
Dark horse. That team is loaded. That team is loaded, my brother. What are you talking about?
I gotta see some ball from the court.
That quarterback was good until he got hurt. He was the best. He was probably leading for Heisman.
Whatever, man. This is my list.
It's your list, my brother. I'm just saying. My bad. No, my bad. You're right. I was wrong. I stepped over bounds.
National title contenders. I got Texas. We all know what Texas represents. If they're gonna do it, this is the year to do it. They got way too much damn talent on the team. They got a potential top 2-3 quarterback that's gonna get picked next year.
Top 2 receiver.
Top 2 receiver next year.
All right, top 3 back. Top 2-3 back.
Hollywood Smothers is the top back.
Top defensive players.
What's that? Colin Simmons, the defensive lineman. He's supposed to be a top 5 pick. So I don't want to hear no excuses, Steve Sarkisian. This is the year. If you don't do it, you should be fired.
Off the way. They got a tough schedule, but there's no excuses. No excuses.
No excuses. I want to hear it. I want
to hear it.
And then I'm going with Georgia. Tried and true. Kirby Smart. He just always gets the best out of his team. That defense is always good. Stockton, he's all right. You know what I'm saying? But, I think he'll be fine. They always got some offensive pieces on there, too.
No, they always got the running backs. They always get some decent running backs.
That, too. Sure. I forgot who the running back name over there, too. But they always got a good running back, probably decent receiver core, too. So, I'm always going to put them in the national title contention. So, those are my 2 national title contenders.
For sure.
All right, man. Let's do AFC North lightning round. All right, man. Just go ahead and run through all of them. Just straight down.
Okay. So offensive player, I think it's easy. I think it's Lamar Jackson. He's easily the best offensive or MVP. He's definitely the MVP of that. Offensive player, I went with Jamar Chase. I think Jamar Chase is probably the best offensive player. I think you could put Derrick Henry in there too, but he's an older man. Defensive player, I went with Kyle Hamilton. I just think if he could stay healthy, I think he's one of the best defensive players, and he's easily one of the best safeties in the league. But his problem is just health. But if he could stay healthy, my breakout player, I went with rookie Jacoby Lane. Man, I think there's been a lot of promise with him. I've seen some great things. He has some huge fucking hands. If you've seen him play over the week, his hands are fucking huge, man. They're monstrous. So if he can just get a little bit more tighter on the route running and stuff like that, hopefully they can put some decent packages around him. I think he could be a breakout player. My rookie, I went with Denzel Boston. I know during the draft, I know you had your kind of questions about Denzel Boston. I know you weren't the biggest fan, but it seems like he's been killing it through the training camp and all that. Obviously, it all comes down to the quarterback play and they could give him the ball, but I think he can have a promising year. Bust is any hope for Deshaun Watson to be back to starter status is let it go. Let it go. I put that as a bust. And the coach under the most pressure, I think it has to be Zach Taylor. Man. It really has to.
For sure. We're the same on the first 3: Lamar Jackson, Jamar Chase, and Kyle Hamilton. We're pretty much step by step. My breakout player, I put cornerback Nate Wiggins. I think that
I like
himself. I think he can solidify himself as being one of the top young corners in this league. He's got all the tools. He showed flashes of it. I think health was a problem with him last year. But if he can stay healthy, I think Nate Wiggins can break out this year. Rookie, I went with Jacoby Lane. I think you've been hearing a lot of good things about the kid. He's been doing his thing camp. I think he played. Did he play in preseason?
Jacoby Lane? Yeah, he played. He played over the weekend. Yeah, like 3
so,
catches, 38 yards, and a TD.
Yeah, so you saw flashes, from the kid. So definitely somebody, that could possibly take over that number 2 spot. So bust potential. I got Trey Henderson because he's been getting hurt lately.
Yeah, he looks slow.
And this could be one of those things where you sign the old guy to a contract and he doesn't produce. He starts slipping. So
signed the wrong old guy. They should have kept Max Crosby. They should have kept Max, dog. Max about to be out there balling, bro.
Trey doesn't play good, and Max has another great season,
which we know is going to happen.
Everybody's going to look at that owner like you son of a bitch.
Pretty much.
And I'm with you, coach, under pressure. Zach Taylor, it's not even close. Like he should have been let go this past season. So
facts, not for real.
But the owner's cheap, so.
But I'm happy though, because low key, like if he would have got fired, I think our coach might have went to the Bengals. He might have went to the Bengals.
Coaching Burrow and
Yeah,
Jamar Chase and 10.
Hell yeah. I would choose that too, dog. Especially just the unknowns. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think overall, I think the Raiders will be a better franchise in the next couple years over the Bengals as they get older. But yeah, at that moment, I think it's a possibility.
Yeah, you make a good point there. All right, man. It's time for everybody's favorite segment, Maul's Random News. It is now time for Maul's Random News.
Yes, sir. You know what time it is, man. It's the favorite segment of the show. Chris's favorite segment of the show. Random News. Talk a lot about a lot of topics that don't make it to the main docket, but they do make it on Random News. We also love to hear Chris's opinions as well. So, sir, are you ready for this week's Random News?
Let's get it.
All right, man. First up, man, Lionel Richie. You know, he's doing a little concert and stuff like that, man. He ended up calling out Chris Brown and Usher for their stadium tour during his concert, saying Usher, Chris Brown. See, they trying to do something new. The Commodores, Earth, Wind, and Fire, we were doing that back 40 years ago. The only difference is between then and now, we did not go to jail. So what are your thoughts with Lionel Richie making these comments about Chris Brown and Usher's tour?
I mean, respectfully, I feel you. Yeah, we used to get those type of concerts back in the day, and I agree with you. And for those times, they were the creme de la creme for their time. Janet had the jail part. Like, damn, man, what was that about? What's up with the low blow?
Man, I don't know. It's crazy.
Come on, Lionel, you better than
I know, man. I know, man. You're above that, Lionel. Come on, man. We ain't gotta do that. I hate. Well, Usher had the whole thing with the Usher. Well, Chris Brown went to jail. Usher had the thing with the I think giving girls like I think there was rumors about him giving girls like STDs or some shit. But either way, man, come on, man, we're above this. I think Chris Brown been trying to move past the whole Rihanna thing, and I get it. That's a stand on this history, but we got to move forward. I think Rihanna's moved forward too, so let's respectfully move forward. Next up, man, we got a sneakerhead by Tony 2D Wild. He made some comments about the Jordan brand. He's pretty well known in the sneaker circles. I'm gonna play this comments and get your opinion.
Jordan brand has a problem, and it's not sneakers, it's Gen Z. We recently had the release of the Jordan 6 Oreo. This classic had people waiting like me for years, millennials, for its actual return. And this shoe's not alone. You got the Flip 13s that recently released, the True Blue 3s that recently released, so on and so on at this point. Classics coming back that me, millennials, and Gen X have been wanting to see, been excited to see. But we've also been seeing shoes like this retailing and dropping for $215, $230, and then instantly sitting and going on sale and being discounted. And you might be asking why. Well, definitely probably the economy is one thing. But one of the things that I've been thinking about is that Jordan brand has been selling nostalgia to a generation that never really experienced Michael Jordan at all. See, millennials like me, we're not buying shoes just alone. We're buying memories. So you have to question is, why would a teenager in 2026 pay $230 for a shoe that they have no connection with? Another thing is that Jordan brand is just releasing too many shoes. Too many releases are too close to each other, and prices are just getting a little too high. With all that going on, there is a lack of urgency, and availability does not always equal to relevance. So you may be asking, what is the solution here? Why speak of the problem? I honestly think they need some fewer releases, lower the prices, new cultural moments, and icons that actually can connect with today's generation. I say all that to say as a too wild hot take. What do y'all think? Does Jordan brand have a Gen Z problem, or are Jordans just too simply expensive in today's economy? Comment down below.
All right, man. That was 2D Wild, man. He's very known in the sneaker circles and stuff like that. So what are your thoughts with the whole Jordan brand and kind of losing its lust and appeal? And do you agree with him? Do you think it's more of a Gen Z where there's no like identity to what Jordan brought to the table, or do you think it's just that they're just too expensive?
I just think they're too damn expensive. And then I think they're starting. I mean, they still hard to get.
No. Well, like the more exclusive ones, yeah. I just think.
I don't think there's a lot of sneakerheads no more either. I think they like not into like Jordan. Like I think they like shoes like you like to wear, like New Balances and things of that nature.
I just don't think sneakerhead is as popular as it once was. Like, you know what I mean? I think the experience of being a sneakerhead was sitting in line, waiting for, camping out, waiting for the shoe. The experience within the community and stuff like that. Like, just it felt like more bigger moments. Like, I remember when the Space Jams first came out. I forgot what year it was. It was like during Christmas, and that thing was so hyped, and it was just like waiting outside these malls and stuff like that. I just don't think we get those experiences no more. Everything is like an online thing. Then resale started happening to the point where like a lot of the shoes that we could originally get at normal prices were getting backdoored. I think people are getting more fatigued with the resale culture. Just with how overall expensive it is. I agree with you in the sense of like just the accessibility of sneakers has been terrible. These apps, like the sneakers app is probably the worst app I've ever came across with of trying to buy anything. Like it's the worst thing. Like it's just it gets to the point where it's just like you become just to the point where you just don't want to deal with it no more. And I just think as sneaker, because you know I'm a big sneakerhead. I used to own mad sneakers. I'm at a point where it's just like it's just not important to me at all. I'm more into the comfortable being comfortable, you know what I mean? And a lot of them Jordans aren't comfortable no more. And then another fact with Nike is just that it's just not fun. It's too expensive. It's just not the same like it used to be. It's just not. And I just think it comes down to that. And also, I agree with him though. I think the identity of Jordans. I think more people, especially with LeBron, you know, I think there are more LeBron fans. I think people are more recognizable with LeBron, LaMelo, and Edwards, Shea. A lot of these younger guys. I think Kobe's are still being pioneered, but I just think the overall aspect of Jordans, they used to be bigger moments, and I agree with him. I think the oversaturation of Jordans is a problem too. But you know, I don't think that will ever change until reselling starts getting under control. Next up, man, Kevin Garnett, man, the Minnesota Timberwolves, they announced February 28th, 2027 will be the date that Kevin Garnett's 21 number will be retired. What are your thoughts, man, with Kevin Durant and his impact with the Minnesota Timberwolves and the league?
Goddamn time. Should have been done a long time ago. He is a staple in that team. Kevin Garnett was, you know, if you think of Minnesota Timberwolves, you think of Kevin Garnett. He should be the first name you think of. Congratulations to him. Well deserved. Kevin Garnett was a hell of a player, man. When he was in his prime, he's in that structure of that different generational player with the size and the speed, and he could shoot. He could do it all. You know what I'm saying? So he was an all-around player, played good defense too. So student of the game, as you can listen to him now, you know what I'm saying? He talks about it too. So, you know, but yeah, well deserved. Shout out to Kevin Garnett. Shout out to I know he talked about it too. Him and the Minnesota Timberwolves didn't have a great relationship, you know, later on, but I think they've mended it now. He's starting to be around the organization more, starting to do more of the social media stuff too. So shout out to Kevin Garnett, man. Well deserved, man.
Shout out to him, man. Well deserved. Yeah, I think it was overdue. Next up, man, Northwestern plans to remove its flagship program of African Studies status as a university research center, effectively closing the program at the end of the month, according to two sources familiar with the matter. The university administrators informed staff at the start of this month that it will sunset the nearly 80-year-old program, laying off its staff while leaving students and faculty in the dark about the future of African Studies and its funding on campus. Quote, saying they didn't give us a reason for the closing. They haven't actually told staff anything about their plans, said one programming staff member, granted anonymity for fear of retribution. In a statement, university spokesperson Amy E. Lee said the program has not closed, but is in a period of transition away from status as an office for research, university-wide research institute, and center. What are your thoughts with the African Studies being potentially closed?
It's a damn shame, man. Damn shame. Hate to see, you know, programs like that getting shut down because those things vital, and in education, we gotta learn those certain things. You know what I'm saying, about African studies and different cultures and stuff like that. So you always want cultures represented, in college, and have those programs. So it's unfortunate they got to close it down, but hopefully maybe we can bring it back later on, sometime later. I don't know.
Yeah. Am I surprised? No. I think with this administration, we have seen more and more that they've been trying to get away from Black history in a sense of getting rid of it in textbooks, eliminating well-known African American soldiers off of acknowledgement. We've seen certain, the whole DEI thing. We've seen the whole situation with certain schools have been eliminating certain African studies and stuff like that. We even starting to see a little bit of it in Black colleges as well. So it's sad. It's just sad at the end of the day. It really is. Next up, man, we got a boxing fight this Saturday. Rolando Romero versus Teofimo Lopez Jr., man. What are your thoughts, man? Who you got winning this fight on Saturday nights?
Gotta say this. That Rolly Romero Teofimo commercial I be hearing on the radio is so terrible.
I've never heard it. But
Rolly, you should never do voice commercials ever again. It's bad. It's bad. Anyway, I think it could be an explosive fight because, both of these dudes, Rolly got power. I give Rolly that. He does have power. Teofimo's the more skilled guy. Teofimo should win this fight. Well, you never know with Teofimo, man. You just never know what kind of mindset he's going to be in. You don't know where he's going to. So I wouldn't be surprised if Rolly knock him out or hit him or beat him. No, I would not be surprised if Teofimo loses the Rolly. But I'm picking Teofimo. I think he wins the fight. I think he's going to win by decision.
I agree with you. I'm going to go with Teofimo, but I think this is going to be a pretty entertaining fight a little bit. These guys are both characters in a sense.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I think Rolly has a lot of power, and Teofimo, I think he's just a better overall boxer, but we shall see. I got Teofimo winning by decision. Also in boxing, man, Clarissa Shields, man, she went back to being dominant as always ever. She got a TKO victory over Kay Scott. What are your thoughts, man? Obviously, I think it was amazing. The showing that she got a lot of support. It was dope seeing Floyd Mayweather, Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, Usher. It went above. A lot of people were out there supporting. I thought it was a beautiful, beautiful thing for her to get all that support. But overall, man, what were your thoughts with Clarissa Shields' fight and just that whole atmosphere around it?
She's the best woman boxer in business right now. It's not even close. Like, nobody can beat her. She went all the way down to 160. She was fighting at 175. And she went down to 160 and took this chick's belt. And she looked like she was a lot faster. She her punches hit hard. Like, I ain't seen so many tiles get thrown in the match.
Man, bro, they came out like the woodworks, bro. Look like Pittsburgh Steelers out there, boy. Like, God damn, I ain't never seen so many tiles come under my screen. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, damn, the one could have sufficed. Like, you just threw the one in, and they would have
25 of them bitches, boy. Like, God damn.
And it wasn't like she was leaking or blood was coming out of her bones. She was just
hurt.
hurt.
We knew what was happening. Yeah, we knew what was about to happen, though.
Yeah. But shout out to Clarissa, man. She's the best boxer. Sorry, Lee Baumgartner. It's not you. Michaela Mayer, no. Sorry.
Yeah.
Amanda Serrano, no. It's Clarissa Shields. Nobody can fight her. And unfortunately, she's in the realm right now. In her weight class, she has no competition.
No.
That's why she had to go all the way down to 160.
Yeah. And she looked good, man. She lost a lot of weight. I know it was probably a lot on her body and stuff like that, but she was able to do it. And again, man, true professional. A lot of these male boxers need to learn from Clarissa, man. like she a true professional. Y'all boxers, man. Y'all just, I don't know what's up with y'all. I saw another boxer that couldn't make weight. So I think it was for this past fight too. So I don't know what's going on. Moving on, man. We for all my Dragon Ball Z fans, we got a little bit of insight on what the new theme park would look like. I'm gonna play this little video, man. Get your thoughts, sir.
We're going into attractions and technology, a level of world. The fans around the world have been waiting their whole lives to see this come to fruition.
We have true fans that are part of our design team that really know every nuance about this IP. It has the realms and environments that allow us to now go deeper into the lore of Dragon Ball, not only to deliver to what fans may think they want, but go deeper and actually execute things that they may not even know they wanted. That's how far this is going.
Vision and maintain the respect for the Dragon Ball IP throughout all of the design process.
There's a burden of responsibility that we take really seriously. The fan base is incredibly passionate. This art is sacred to the people that love Dragon Ball.
We've been working with IPs for decades now, but this is one of the most profound and epic IPs. And so being able to be championing this IP into the realms of reality is very exciting for us.
You can't go somewhere without finding a Dragon Ball fan. And designing a park with an IP this iconic has been a unique honor and a particular challenge. It's not so simple to just build something or create something that you think is cool. It has to work.
And that stretches beyond just the look and feel of the space. It's in the infrastructure, it's in the engineering, it's in food and beverage and retail and all aspects of this park.
Those nuances and those sensitivities really get filtered into every level of our design from the ground up.
The park is going to be fully immersive. So I think just when guests walk through that gate and they get to experience that, I think that's going to blow the fan base away.
All right, that was a sneak peek of the new theme park that is, I think, some years still away from opening. But man, what are your thoughts, man, for what you saw, man? Should people be excited? Would you go see it? It's going to be in Saudi Arabia and possibly in France as well.
I mean, I don't know if I want to fly all the way to Saudi Arabia and go there, but you know. I know my son will be excited. He's a big Dragon Ball Z fan. I mean, I grew up on Dragon Ball Z, of course. That's the anime that got pretty much most of us started watching anime was Dragon Ball Z. You know, but that was back when it was on Cartoon Network, Toonami. You only got 30 minutes, and you had to wait till next Friday to watch the next episode. Yeah, I just get it on the app and just watch it. You know what I'm saying? We only got 30-minute increments. And they left us hanging every time. So but no, this is dope though. It looks dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure a lot of Dragon Ball Z fans are gonna fly out there and go see this part. You know, that's gonna be on their bucket list for sure. So
100%. I think it looks amazing. I think it looks dope. I think it definitely compete with the likes of Mario World and stuff like that. I think Dragon Ball Z has a big enough fan base to support it. Like it does. I agree with you. It does suck that it's in the Middle East, where there's a lot of stuff going on in the Middle East, where a lot of people may not want to go. Maybe France, maybe that's why. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, one day maybe we can get one in the States, because I think Dragon Ball is huge in the States as well. So maybe if it gets big enough in Saudi Arabia and in France, then maybe they can find its way over here. And if it does, man, I would definitely go. I've been a big Dragon Ball Z fan. I would love to see the experiences that you can get in there, the paraphernalia, some of the cool stuff that you probably can get, some of the rides. It looked like they had the roller coaster ride with the dragon, with all the Dragon Balls. I think that looked dope. So I think you can probably get some really dope experiences. I'll be kind of curious to see how they kind of develop it, what certain rides look like, the certain experiences. But I think overall, hey man, it should be dope. All right, next up, man, we finally got the new AP poll for college football, man. At number 25, we got your Missouri Tigers. At number 24, we got Louisville. Number 23, we got Houston. 22, Iowa. 21, Utah. 20 will be Tennessee. 19 will be SMU. 18 is Penn State. 17 is Washington. 16 will be the Michigan Wolverines. 14 will be USC. 14 is BYU. Alabama placed at 13. Texas Tech at 12. LSU is number 11. Oklahoma is at 10. Ole Miss is at 9. Texas A&M is at 8. Miami is at number 7. Indiana, defending champions, are number 6. The Texas Longhorns that we just talked about at number 5. Notre Dame is at number 4. Georgia's at 3. Oregon's at 2. And Ohio State, with 40 first place votes, got number 1. What are your thoughts,
man? Not too mad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it though. Ohio State, they returned a lot. You know, they lost a few guys, but they still loaded.
They might have the best wide receiving core of all time. That's
Jalen, you expect Sayan to have a elevated his game again. And that's it. Oregon, Dante Moore, he's been talked about as being possibly the number one quarterback coming out of this draft. So in Oregon, they got talent. You know what I'm saying? They might got better talent this year. So and they got returned 2 guys on that defensive line that we thought was coming out next year. So Georgia, we talked about Georgia. Notre Dame, which I'm surprised neither one of us. Well, no, they're not in the SEC. We got to figure out a way to put that Notre Dame out there. But
we can fit them in with Big Ten. We'll just put them in with the Big Ten. They're around the same area. So we'll just put them in.
We'll get that. I'm not mad at Notre Dame. CJ Carr, their receiving core, they got like talent on that receiving core too. Their defense is always gonna be good because
I think it's gonna be nasty.
And they got the best corner, Leonard Williams. That kid is a top 5 pick. So Texas Longhorns, we already talked about them. Indiana Hoosiers is going to be interesting. I think their defense is going to be really good because of Cincinnati. He's always going to put together a good defense. We're going to see if Hoover can do what Josh or Fernando Mendoza can do. He's got some big shoes to fill. So
he does.
He's got the talent. We just got to see it on the field. But, they got some offensive pieces over there. Miami, another one. They got that Mensa kid coming over from Duke. Very talented kid. They got a lot of talent on this Hurricanes team. They brought some guys over on that defensive line to replace Ruben Bain and Mansour. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Aggies. Ole Miss. Talked about Oklahoma LSU. Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. No, I'm not mad at it.
I wonder how many votes did UNLV get.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they got. But we can look it up and maybe we'll give you guys the info at the end of the show. We'll keep it pushing, man. Your boy, Dan Orlovsky. Your boy. He ranked his NFL. he did the ranking for NFL.
I was gonna say UNLV got 4 votes, but go ahead.
Oh, 4 votes. That's what's up. Ranking. He did his ranking for NFL quarterbacks by trait, best arm, accuracy, and more. We're gonna go by each one, man, and then we're gonna get your opinions, man. So we'll start off with arm strength. He had Dak Prescott at number 10. He had Lamar Jackson at number 9. He had Joe Burrow at number 8. Drake May at number 7, Baker Mayfield at number 6, Patrick Mahomes at number 5, Matthew Stafford at number 4, Caleb Williams at number 3, Justin Herbert at number 2, and Josh Allen number 1. Did you agree with the arm strength list or disagree?
I guess I'm fine with it.
Okay.
I think. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm fine with it. I still think Mahomes has more strength than Matthew Stafford. That's me.
I don't know why I think Matthew Stafford still has a strong arm. I would probably put Josh Allen 1. I'll put Caleb at 2. I'll probably put Herbert at 3, Patrick at 4. I would probably put Drake May a little bit higher. I think he has a pretty good cannon.
Why is Baker Mayfield on this list?
I don't know why Baker's on this list. I really don't.
I don't think he has a strong.
I don't think he has a strong arm either. I don't think he could throw a bomb like that. I think if anything, he would be 10. I would probably put Jalen Hurts ahead of Baker Mayfield, low key. You know what I mean? I think Jalen Hurts has a stronger arm.
I would put Jordan Love on this list.
I don't know why Jordan Love. He's a big Jordan Love guy, so I'm surprised he don't have Jordan Love on that list.
Say what you want him to love, but I think he has arm strength.
Yeah, like honestly, I think Sam Darnold probably has a stronger arm than Baker Mayfield.
Boy, Jesus. All right, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, but anyways, all right, we'll move on to the next one. Ball placement. We got Dak Prescott at number 10. We got Brock Purdy at number 9. We have Lamar Jackson at number 8. Josh Allen at number 7. Jordan Love at number 6. Jared Goff at number 5. Joe Burrow at number 4. Sam Darnold at number 3. Drake May at number 2, and Matthew Stafford at number 1. Give us your thoughts.
He loves some Drake May, boy.
You don't like Drake May ball placement? You don't like the ball placement for Drake May?
I think it's okay, but he still had his moments.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's number 2.
Matthew Stafford, I'm not mad at number 1. I'm not mad at Matthew Stafford. I think he's
I'm
a
not
very
mad at
accurate
Matthew
quarterback.
Stafford either.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Jared Goff should be higher. I think Jared Goff, he doesn't have the strongest arm, but I think he's a very accurate guy. I do love his ball placement. I think Sam Darnold, from what he's done, I'm not mad at him. I wouldn't have him at 3, but I could see him maybe top 6. I think Josh Allen, ball placement, nah. I think he's cool at number 7. Lamar Jackson, he's cool at 8. Brock Purdy, I might have him a little higher. I think Brock Purdy's ball placement has been really good at least the years. I think we can't hate on Brock Purdy too much as far as like ball placement.
He's a good accurate quarterback.
He's an accurate quarterback. Dak Prescott, I just think Drake May. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I would probably just do a couple maneuvering around, but overall, I ain't gonna hate the list. All right, man. Next up, we'll do mechanics. Mechanics at number 10, we got Lamar Jackson. Number 9, we got Josh Allen. Number 8, we got Jaden Daniels. Number 7, we got Caleb Williams. Number 6, we got CJ Stroud. Number 5, we got Dak Prescott. Number 4, we got Jared Goff. Number 3, we got Daniel Jones. Number 2, we have Joe Burrow. And number 1, we got Matthew Stafford. His definition of this is clean, smooth throwing motions from start to finish, strong bases that keep the quarterback in rhythm and firm, and repeatable processes that don't change from rep to rep, even when things get chaotic around the quarterback. So with that definition, what do you think of the list?
I think Patrick Mahomes should be above Lamar Jackson.
For mechanics?
Yes.
So you would take Lamar Jackson off this list?
Yes.
What about okay, what about the rest of it?
I'm not mad at the rest of the list. I'd probably have Jared Goff a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
I would have him over Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm.
If we talking mechanics, I think Caleb Williams is talented. I don't think he always has the greatest mechanics.
You think CJ Stroud should be on this list?
No, I don't either.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. From a technical mechanics standpoint, I guess you could put him on. I would have him lower.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, like if we're talking about like smooth throwing of the football, I understand why you would probably take Lamar Jackson off the list, because I think the way his throw motion isn't like the cleanest, but it gets the job done.
It gets the job done. I'm just saying, but if we're talking technical mechanics, like
I'm trying to think who else is out there. I would put Drake May on this list. I think technically he looks smooth when he throws the football. He has a nice ball.
Yeah.
I would put him on that. Baker Mayfield, nah.
No, he has a weird throw motion.
He got weird throw motion. Bo Nix ball ain't that bad.
I guess.
Nah. look, we ain't talking about the overall. Just talking about just the throwing of the football.
Mechanics wise, I get
mechanic of the ball. I think he throws a nice ball.
I guess you can put ball there. I ain't gonna hate.
Justin Herbert, he has that weird throwing motion, that side motion, but he does have a nice. I think Bryce Young. I think his throwing motion ain't bad. Like I think he has a nice throwing motion. Is it consistent though? Probably not. But I don't know. All right, we'll keep it pushing. All right, decision making with the football. At number 10, we got Jalen Hurts. Number 9, we got your boy Patrick Mahomes. Number 8, we got Joe Burrow. Number 7, we got Lamar Jackson. Number 6, we got Dak Prescott. Number 5, Jaden Daniels. 4, Drake May. 3, Jordan Love. 2, Matthew Stafford. And number 1, Josh Allen. Give us your thoughts, my boy.
Josh Allen should not be on this list.
Neither should Jordan Love. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? Let's be honest, bro. Like,
Josh Allen should not be on this list. I'm sorry. I think Josh Allen is incredible. I don't want to seem like I'm hating, but we talk about this all the time. Anytime interception for Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And fumbles.
I agree with you. I think Josh Allen, if you're gonna put him, I think he should be lower. I think he should be around Patrick Mahomes, because I think even Patrick Mahomes, he has moments where he throws bad balls. Matthew Stafford, I'll probably have him one. I think he's probably the more consistent. Jordan Love should be off this fucking list. He throws the most terrible interceptions.
Jordan, look, man, like, can we get some more reps? Like, Drake May played one good year.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Brock Purdy should be on this list. I think Brock Purdy should be on this list.
I think Jared Goff should be on this list.
Jared Goff should be on this list too. He should be on this list. Sam Darnold should be on this list probably too. If we're gonna go based off of last year, Sam Darnold should be on this list too.
And respectfully, I'm taking Jalen Hurts off this list.
You are? You gonna take Jalen off the list? Why?
Yes. If it wasn't a goal ball, it was pick season, baby.
Yeah, I feel you. I don't think he has. You're right. I think accuracy goes with decision making. So yeah, I feel you. Yeah, you're right. I think we all agree on that. We'll keep it pushing, man. Pocket presence. Number 10, we got Trevor Lawrence. Number 9, Daniel Jones. Number 8, Brock Purdy. 7, Caleb Williams. 6, Lamar Jackson. 5, Dak Prescott. 4, Justin Herbert. 3, Sam Darnold. 2, Joe Burrow. And 1, Drake May. Thoughts?
He loves Drake May.
Does Joe Burrow have good pocket presence?
I think
he gets sacked a lot. Is that the offensive line? Do you blame the offensive line? Do you blame his?
That's the offensive line. Orlando Brown, baby. He got smoked up. He's been smoked in the preseason.
Like, what do you consider pocket presence? Like, you know how to maneuver around. You know how to maneuver around the pocket, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
I think Patrick Mahomes should be on this list. Because Patrick Mahomes is one of the better ones as far as pocket presence. He's like one of the best at it. Let's be honest. I think he's been very inconsistent in how he throws the ball and decision making. But I think as far as pocket presence, I think he's one of the best. He's one of the best, and I hate to say that. He's one of the best. I don't know why he's not on this list. Lamar Jackson, Caleb Williams should be higher. Drake May, I would throw them down. Like Sam Darnold, like I don't know, man. Justin Herbert, no. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about, bro? Trevor Lawrence. I don't know why Trevor Lawrence is on this list. He gets sacked like. I don't know why Trevor Lawrence is on this list, bro. I see that man get sacked like 4 or 5 times a game. I think Jordan Love should get a little bit more love with pocket presence.
Yeah, I think he's solid at pocket presence. No,
A-Rod. I think A-Rod should get a little bit of love on pocket presence too. He older, but you know he needs to learn that pocket presence as he's an older quarterback. So I would give it to him. I think he should get a little bit more love. I think Baker Mayfield ain't that bad as far as like pocket presence in a sense. He's not that bad. But yeah, that's just kind of like my overall thoughts with that. All right, man, this is when it gets funny to me. Second reaction ability. We got 10, Baker Mayfield, 9, Jaden Daniels, 8, Lamar Jackson, 7, Brock Purdy, 6, Bo Nix, 5, Sam Darnold, 4, Drake May, 3, Patrick Mahomes, 2, Caleb Williams, and 1, Josh Allen.
Why is Sam Darnold on this list?
Why is Brock Purdy, Bo Nix, Sam Darnold, Drake May ahead of Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels?
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? Like, and then it's like, if you're gonna have second reaction ability, isn't that coincide with pocket presence? And I get it, like you can run into a sack and all that stuff like that too. I understand that, but if you have a great second reaction ability, to me that screams out you're not running into sacks. Like you know where you're going with your second reaction ability in a sense. Yeah, Lamar Jackson should be 1. Should be like Lamar Jackson 1. You can flip flop Caleb and Patrick if you want to. I'm not mad at either one being 2 or 3. I think Jaden Daniels should be 4. Give me Josh Allen at 5.
Yeah.
Then you can talk to me about the rest. You can talk to me about it. You know what? I lied. I will put Josh Allen in top 4. Josh Allen should be top 4. I'll put Jaden Daniels at 5. I'll put Jaden. I'll put respect on Josh Allen, man. He should be top 4. He's a great maneuver.
Yeah, he is.
What about you? What's your thoughts?
No, I agree with you. I think Josh should be because sometimes in them second reactions, that's where he throws a pick or
fumbles. What are we talking about? Lamar Jackson is the best. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Have you not seen the tape? It's all this Lamar Jackson hate is starting to get annoying.
Rushing ability.
Number 10, Jaden Daniels. Number 9, Bo Nix. 8, Baker Mayfield. 7, Patrick Mahomes. 6, Jalen Hurts. 5, Justin Herbert. 4, Caleb Williams. 3, Drake May. 2, Josh Allen. And 1, Lamar Jackson.
Never made it the first 2. What is up with this Drake May love?
Jalen Hurts should be Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Caleb Williams, and Jalen Hurts, man. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
If you're going to give Jalen Hurts anything, Jalen Hurts is probably one of the better Russian quarterbacks in the league.
Maybe even Jaden Daniels should be higher.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes should be higher too. Now he needs to stop fucking running so he can stop fucking getting hurt. But you can put him up there too. Baker Mayfield should probably be like Justin Herbert. Like Justin Herbert is decent, he ain't bad. But Jalen Hurts should be higher though. He should easily be top 3.
Yeah.
He should easily be top 3.
He killing me with this Drake May shit.
We love him, Drake May. And that was it. That was it with the list. But yeah, he needs to stop, man. He needs to stop. All right, man. We'll keep it pushing, man. I know we on time a little bit. We'll do the Rick Bucher thing right here. I played a little clip, man. Get Chris's thoughts.
Why are all the color analysts and studio hosts women? Women have served in a variety of positions on national NBA broadcasts. Why shouldn't there be diversity on national WNBA broadcasts? What are the networks afraid of? The only males you will find on a national broadcast now are young up-and-comers doing play-by-play. Is the WNBA not worthy of being discussed and dissected by a variety of voices and perspectives in the same way the NBA is? There are some smart basketball-savvy women, both in the studio and the broadcast booth, but I don't hear a whole lot of differing opinion or debate. It all comes off as safe and monotone and cookie cutter, especially when it comes to controversial topics. All of it feels like a girls' club, the media protecting the league from real scrutiny or critique. I'll ask again, what are they afraid of? Why are all
right, that was the Rick Bucher commenting on why there's not, I guess, more male representation. I'm assuming that's where he's kind of going with this in WNBA coverage. Well, what are your thoughts on what he said?
I disagree. I disagree with the whole safe thing too. I don't think these girls play it safe. I think there's a lot of. I think Candace Parker calls shit out. I think I think a lot of them call. Shanae Carter. I think Monica McNutt, when she's on the pond, she calls shit like. I think there's plenty of people that talk about the controversies and just to play on the court too. I think they speak their own opinions. I don't think they all agree with each other. Now, as far as male representation, I mean, do these dudes even care about the WNBA?
That was gonna be my argument. I think, and I don't want to cut you off, but the WNBA was looked at as like a joke amongst males for a very long time. I think they ingratiate themselves with men who love the sport and treat it as a sport like every other professional. But again, I think when he kind of talks out the side of his ass to me, because a lot of the conversation and the only conversation about the WNBA, it's never about the product on the court. It's about everything that's off and everything that's negative, or you shove Caitlin Clark down our throats. Like the only team that anybody wants to talk about is the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark. They don't want to talk about the Lynx. They don't want to talk about Olivia Miles. They don't want to talk about Asia Wilson and the dominance that the Aces have done. They don't want to talk about the up-and-coming teams like the Mystics and the Dream, a lot of young talent on there. They don't want to talk about Paige Buchers. They only want to talk about Paige and Ozzy's Fudd relationship. Like, they only want to talk about the TMZ gossip shit. Y'all don't really want to talk about the sport. You know what I mean? The ladies are the only ones talking about the sport. Or you get guys like me and Chris who aren't on a national level who love to talk about the sport. But besides that, Stephen A. Smith only talks about the bullshit topics. You know what I mean? Anybody with a fucking presence, they don't really talk about the W. I do see a couple other ones, guys, that they do support the league, but I don't know. That's just me.
No, I agree. I don't think there's a lot of male counterparts or correspondents that pay attention to the league enough to even give their opinion, because all they want to talk about is your girl.
Yeah.
So, Rick Bucher, I vehemently disagree, sir. Because I think there's plenty of the women, they speak their minds. They ain't no girls club. Yeah, of course. A lot of them play basketball and they want to protect the women in the league, of course. But I think they speak their mind. When somebody plays bad, they talk about it. When somebody plays good, they talk about it.
They do.
I don't think they're sitting there holding hands on the broadcast saying, "Oh, all these girls are good players." No, they speak their mind. If somebody has a bad game, hey, she had a terrible shooting night. If there's a controversy, and the only controversy it deals with old girl and the other girl on the same team.
Yeah, I just think the WNBA coverage has just taken a negative aspect where a lot of these big time corporations and news outlets just take it as like they use the WNBA as a political rod. You know what I mean? They a political temperature on different controversial topics, and it's just like that's not what this league was built upon. That's why the likes of me get frustrated with talking about the WNBA to a degree. You know what I mean? I think we should talk about all these talented ladies and all these young ladies that are going to be coming up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
All right, man. Your boy Stephen A. Smith is back in the news. The National Association of Black Journalists, I think they had a conference or something, and they had a little highlight reel where they gave certain Black journalists or people in news and sports news and all that, they gave them, they had a little thumbs down award. And Stephen A. Smith made the thumbs down award for his reoccurring public pattern of disparaging public commentary directed at prominent Black women across politics, sports, and media. And he got wind of this and he kind of made comments on his X saying, "This is the epitome of Christmas arriving early. The National Association of Black Journalism wants to call folks out. Fine. You had your turn. Now mine is coming. And make no mistake, I'm coming." Pause. Let's see who really deserves a thumbs down award when it comes to the Black community. After I say my piece, remember the National Black Association of Journalism. You asked for it. I've shut my mouth for years. Now y'all started something. What's your overall feeling with this whole Stephen A. Smith and the National Association of Black Journalism and giving him a thumbs down for his, continuously disparaging marks amongst Black women?
It's kind of crazy because I think was it a couple of years ago he actually did first take at the National Black Journalist Conference.
Yeah, he did. He actually did. Yeah, that was when they had Carrie Champion still, right?
Yeah. So that's kind of crazy. But things have changed, man. You're not. Look, Stephen A. has not had the greatest year as far as media coverage, especially amongst our
Black
people.
No.
Like I think that a lot of people are not liking how he's been speaking against Black women when it comes to politics and sports, and just champion certain things, and how he'll go at this athlete super hard that's Black, but then when it's a white person, he kind of pulls his punches a little bit and doesn't really go, as hard as he would on a Black athlete or correspondent, one of his peers or whatever. So it's not been a good year for Stephen A. as far as his media coverage. And I would say this. I would take it a step further. I think ESPN has, and I told Maul this before, I think ESPN has told him that he is not the top dog over there.
Yeah.
Because they've let go of a few of the people that he's brought in, Ryan Clark, Cam Newton. I think he even brought in Damian Woody. I'm not sure about that. And Pat McAfee people have not been, none of his people are getting let go. I think he's the number one guy. That's why he was sitting next to Trump at that thing.
Yeah.
So I just think that it's not been a good year. Now, I'm not saying bottom line wise, of course, he's probably making more money than any of us could even speak of. But as far as his name goes, it has not been a good year for Stephen A. Smith. And I can argue maybe the past few years, it's not been a good year, especially when he's dipped his toe into the political ranks and he keeps flirting with trying to run for president and acting like, I don't want to do it, but if I would do this. It's like, all right, man. want to talk about politics, that's why you got your own show. And look, talk about whatever you want. This is your show, it's your IP, you can do whatever you want, sir. But once you step over in that rankings and you're a black man, you gotta be careful what you say, because black people are watching. So, like I said, man, it's an unfortunate situation, and I'm always gonna say, let me hear his side of the story, but it is what it is.
I agree. We just got some breaking news. This is a more addition to the Lakers situation. Shams Charania just posted that the Buss family, because there was rumors of whether Jeannie was still going to be involved with the governor, but it seems like the Buss family has decided to sell its remaining 17.8% ownership stake to the Los Angeles Lakers' new majority owners, Josh Kushner and Bob Wagner, which will make them 100% owners of the Los Angeles Lakers. The Buss family will no longer be associated with the Lakers, after this sale. So with that breaking news, what are your thoughts with that?
It's been a good run for the Buss family, man. You know what I'm saying? And never would think you would see this day, but here we are. So shout out to Jenny Buss and the whole Buss family. They did bring a championship, to the team recently. So shout out to them. But it's a new era in Lakers basketball.
Yeah, it's a new era, man. It's definitely a new era, man. So, shout out to the Buss family, man. They gave us a lot of great memories and stuff like that. But, yeah, we'll see, man. We shall see what's going on. All right, man, we'll keep it pushing. HBO, man, they now officially greenlit it. Welcome to Darius season 2, man. How excited are you for season 2 after what season 1 gave us?
Very excited. Very excited to see where they go with this one. Now they're in 1935. So they're going to go back another 20 years, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm very excited to see what they do with this one. And I have full belief that they're going to kill it in this one, too.
Yeah, for sure. Should be good. Next up, man, Netflix announced that Tom Pelissero, man, they'll be joining Netflix's Game Day Silent Report. Obviously, he did get let go of ESPN. What's your thoughts with him joining Netflix?
Not surprised. Tom Pelissero is too good at his job. He's going to get picked up by somebody. I'm surprised he lasted this long. I'm surprised he gets sports or, one of them networks didn't pick him up to be their insider guy that can, break news and all that stuff. So, shout out to Tom Pelissero. He deserves it. He's good at his job.
Nah, man, shout out. All right, man, we'll keep pushing. We got 2 or 3 more. Next up, man, we got this young lady, man. She's been making the rounds, man, around X, man. She's been getting a lot of love, man. I'll play this clip, man. This young lady by the name of Gigi Banks, man. She's been kind of hooping, man, a little bit. What are your thoughts, man? I don't know if you've seen the tape running around, man. What are your thoughts with Gigi Banks and her, man?
It reminds me of Melissa Fulwiley with the handles. She might be a better shooter. Now she a baller though. I wonder where she's what grade is she in?
I think she's 17, if I'm not mistaken. I believe she's 17. But she should be hitting college next year, probably next season.
I wouldn't be surprised to see her in LSU, South Carolina.
She don't dribble. She floats.
Texas, USC, a lot of teams. Etiquette, I'm sure they probably try to get at her and stuff like that. But hey, man, I've been seeing her tape all weekend, and a lot of people are raving over what she got. So, and shout out to Gigi Banks, man. Obviously, we will keep tabbing on her for sure, rooting for her, man.
Want to come on the show and get her interview?
Yeah, man. We might have to try to see if we can link out, man. Try to send her out some. All right, man. This one was kind of interesting. There was a podcast where they had like Jason Tatum's father, LaMelo Alonzo's father, Jaylen Brown's father. I think they even had Dwayne Wade's father or something like that. I'll play this clip, man. I think it'll be kind of interesting to see what your thought is. Go from there.
The NBA they try to act like they're the fathers. I saw dads crying because of that situation.
How do each one of you guys feel about the way they want to divide you guys from your son when you get to that success?
Wow. I've seen it when it started with the draft. Mom got interviewed and sitting right next to it. Nothing was asked of me. We know what it took for us to get our kids there. And if stuff like that is going to break me, then I don't need to be around. It's messed up, but I know my son, how much he cares and loves me. And he knows what we've been through. As long as that matters, I'm good.
I had a hard time when my son first went to the league with them trying to separate the players from the dads or the families. And what I tried to do is I tried to instill what I learned from my situation is sit back and let them mature, and then everything will work out.
If you look at any of these superstars, who it's been given, from D Rose not talking to his parents to Kobe not being able to talk to his parents, so you're going to go through that. That's why I asked you that. There's nothing you can just dodge.
The NBA, they try to act like
so that was just little comments where they're kind of talking about certain situations where black fathers really don't get talked about as much as single fathers, like they kind of do, I guess, with like single mothers and stuff like that. But overall, with those little bits and clips, I would suggest anybody to go watch the whole thing. What are your thoughts with some of the stuff that you overheard?
I mean, it's an unfortunate situation to not highlight both parents. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're both in his life, in the said athlete's life, getting drafted. I know for the story piece of it, it sounds better. Mother holding it down by herself, but reality is, he has two parents. He has a father in his life, and he's very much in his life helped, got him to this place just as much as the mother did. So. It's unfortunate to hear, but hopefully fathers continue to stay strong and be in their sons' lives, and be there for them while they're going through their careers, man. Because there's gonna be trials, there's gonna be tribulations when you playing in those type of sports. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whether it be injuries, whether it be stuff going on off the court or field, or anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need a strong support system, and having a father in your life is definitely something that could be very vital for your career.
No, for real. And that's it, man. That's it for random news for today.
What you think about the X-Men announcement?
I didn't see it. What was the X-Men announcement?
Oh, they announced the new cast. D23 happened on Friday, player.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it. I did watch Green Lanterns. Did you watch the Lanterns?
I didn't watch it yet. I heard it was good though. But don't tell me that.
It's good. It's good. A little green eye motherfucker plug, you know what I mean? Aaron Pierre, man. Yeah. They're good.
But no, they announced new cast though. They announced Cyclops, Xavier, Xavier. Professor X, they announced Cyclops, Storm, and of course Dean Gray and Sadie Sink.
Any names I would recognize as far as like who got casted for those characters?
Just Sadie Sink, because I don't think like Kit Connors or the chick that's playing Emma Frost. That's her name is Samira Weavering.
Oh yeah, I know her. I know her.
Yeah, she's Emma Frost. The black chick, this is her first feature film. She's her name is Maya Randolph, I think her name is, but she's a stage actor. She just plays, but
that's fine. That's cool. That's fine.
Yeah. So she's young. They're going with a younger cast for sure. But no, it looks good. And they're not done. Oh, and Adam Driver, he's playing Mr. Sinister.
Oh, okay, that's fine. They finally got Adam Driver to get a role. Then I know they've been trying forever for this.
He kept turning them down, but no, he did like a little special thing at the end at the set. And first he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be Magneto," and he was like, "No, you're gonna be Mr. Sinister." He's like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna be Mr. Sinister." So they're still looking for. I think Henry Cavill. I think they try to look for a role for him. I wouldn't mind him being Magneto.
I can see him being a Magneto, like a young, because they're going to be like the younger versions of all these characters.
Like he's going to be like 35, between 35 and 40. So I think he could play that role.
Yeah, he could play that. Yeah, for sure. I could see that.
Nightcrawler, a Nightcrawler, Beast, a Gambit. I think they're gonna get another Gambit.
Who playing Wolverine?
And another Wolverine. They gotta get another Wolverine too.
Oh, they didn't announce Wolverine. They didn't announce Wolverine.
So they're still looking for those spots, but they just announced those people right now. So I'm not mad at it though.
No, I'm not mad at that. That's what's up.
And then they dropped did you see the new Doomsday trailer they dropped?
That shit look heat. That shit look heat, boy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit look heat, bro. My man look cold, man.
Everybody's dying.
Everybody, yeah. That motherfucker got sinister in his eyes, bro. That shit look fire though. I ain't gonna lie. If I had to guess, I think about at least like 5 or 6 of them are dying in that movie. At least 4 or 5. Might be 4 or 5 of them motherfuckers. I think Thor might be dead. I think Thor might be dead.
I like the way that they showcased him now. You know what I'm saying? Just his back. You know, if you know the comics, you know his backstory, but you know, just Sue Storm talking about him. You know, they know him, so he obviously comes from their world. You know what I'm saying? So then, you know, Reed asking him, you know, did you do this, Victor? Like all that stuff. Like that was dope.
Somebody did kind of like a theory where he thinks that he kind of comes in as kind of like he's chill, like he's kind of like on their side, and then he just, I don't know, something happens where he just kind of flips the switch or something like that, where he's just trying to get in good graces with them, but then he kind of flips on them or some shit like that during most of the majority of the movie. So
I think my theory is that when they were asking him, when what's your name was asking him, did he do this? I think it was their world that he torches up, and then that's when the Fantastic Four go off to try to go with the rest of the Avengers or whatever in their different area, multiverses or whatever.
Oh, like he went into their universe and destroyed their whole world, and they came.
Well,
back.
he's from their universe, so he destroyed their universe, and then they had to go leave and you know whatever.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. You know, them tickets are selling like hotcakes. I know that.
I ain't even bought mine yet. Shit, I'm like shit. That shit will probably be sold out for a while, man. But let's see if we can get in there. Did you buy your ticket yet?
No.
Oh, yeah. Neither have I. It's too long, man. That shit not until fucking December. I don't know why you buying tickets all the way out, man.
I'm not mad at them because when I looked on them, tickets was good and they was gone. I think a lot of them sold out. So.
Oh, like you can't get in there for like a couple weeks, huh?
I think sold out. I know I look again, but I went on Fandango and I was like, damn, she sold out.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, we'll see. We'll see when it gets closer.
All right, man. Yeah, all right, man. Let's do our last NFL division, AFC North crystal ball. We do the standings, final standings, division record prediction, number of playoff teams, bowl prediction, and surprise predictions. So let's just go ahead and just run through all of them. What do you got?
For standings, I got the Ravens at 1. I got the Bengals at 2, Steelers at 3, Browns at 4. Divisional record, I got the Ravens 5-1. I got the Bengals 3-3, Steelers 3-3, Browns 1-5. Playoff teams, I only got 1. I got the Ravens. I just got 1 this go around. Bowl prediction, I got Burrow playing all 17 games. And then my surprise, I think Jacoby Lane ends up being the number 1 receiver.
All right, man. Standings, I got the same as you. Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Browns. Record, I got Ravens 4-2, Bengals 3-3, Steelers 2-4, and Browns 2-4. Playoff team, I got 2. I think either the Ravens and Bengals or Ravens and Steelers make the playoffs. Bold prediction, I got Shador Sanders leads the Browns to the playoffs.
Okay.
And then surprise prediction, I don't believe in this, but it's a surprise. Lamar Jackson has his worst statistical year.
Oh wow. Damn, you putting down on the boys too, huh? That's crazy.
I'm not putting down. I think he's gonna have a good. I'm just saying. You're talking about surprise.
You putting that in the universe, man. That's crazy.
Reagan is coming after me, boy.
Nah, facts, man.
All right, man. That does it for that. Got anything else?
Nah, man. I don't got anything.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I do have something. Oh, let's get your flowers of the week.
Flowers. I'm gonna go with couple. Shout out to everybody that made it into the NBA Hall of Fame over the weekend.
Yeah,
it's like
Candace
Parker. I had it. I don't want to be rude. We had Candace Parker, Elena Deladon, Shamiko Hoska, Amari Stoudemire, Doc Rivers, Mike D'Antonio, Mark Few, coach of Gonzaga, Joey Crawford, he was the NBA official for 39 years, and the entire U.S. women's national team of 96. So congratulations to them. I also want to give flowers to Joshua Baez, man, of the St. Louis Cardinals. Man, he had 3 home runs in his first 3 major at-bats in his debut. So give him his flowers, man. We haven't seen that. And then last but not least, sad news. I'm going to give my flowers to Hayden Panettiere. She was on a lot of movies that were known, Heroes, Nashville, Remember the Titans. She was a little girl on Remember the Titans. She tragically passed away at 36 last year. So I want to give her flowers. Prayers to her family, friends, fans, everybody, man. Sad to see such a young life get lost, man. So prayers out to them.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm gonna give my flowers to Hayden Panettiere, man. It's just a sad, man. It was happened overnight, and to look down and see that she passed away. Man, she was young, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Sad to hear, man. Prayers to her family, condolences, and yeah, man. Hopefully they can find out what happened to her. You know what I'm saying? And put a close to the situation for sure.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Who gets your hell no?
My hell no goes out to Julian Newman. If you're not familiar with Julian Newman is a young basketball player who's made the likes, man. Or if you're not familiar, man, he had all these like little highlight reels when he was in high school and stuff like that, But he came out, he made some remarks about 520 podcast and just kind of the way he's been doing it, the handling of his little sister and her leagues and stuff. Kind of feeding off that. I just gotta give him a hell no. That's a hell no for me, man. It's like, bro, you gotta. It's not a good basketball player, man. You just gotta let it go, bro. You're aiming at the wrong people, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, stay in your lane, my brother. Like, you and your dad have just been scamming people out the ass, bro. So, he get my hell no.
Hell no goes to Pat McAfee. Look, I don't care about you chilling with Trump. I don't care about what you do. But then you get on your show your next day. Oh, I'm not political. I'm not political, brother. You picked a side. You're political. It is what it is, Pat McAfee. If you want to be a Trump supporter, be a Trump supporter. But you can't straddle the fence, brother. You know what I'm saying? I know you want to come off as this, like, non-biased dude show and, you know what I'm saying, man cave type show. I get it. But when you sat next and you was sitting next to him, dabbing him up, yucking it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to get on your show next time. Oh, I'm not political. I'm not. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, sir. So it is what it is, but you get hell no.
I agree.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
All right, man. If you want to donate to the Cris Style Mal Podcast, you could donate to our Cash App, $ Cris Mal Podcast. We'll appreciate whatever you donate to us. Mm-hmm. Whatever streaming platform you use, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, whatever you use, we're available. First time watchers on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification button. So when we go live on Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can jump in the live with us. You can talk about these topics. We want to hear from you. We want to get your opinion. Whether you agree with us or disagree with us, we still want to hear from you. Listening on, and if you listen on the playback, leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. And whatever social media platform you use, whether it be X, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you use, we're available at Cris Style Mal. Follow us, we'll follow you back. We're just some regular guys who like to talk sports, music, movies, and all kinds of various other things. If you have a critique or feedback, or if you have a question or topic, and we like saying question or topic, we'll bring it up. We will shout you out because we want to show love to those who show love to us. So go ahead and hit us via DM, emails, or our mentions. Good people, have a good rest of your week. Got some more preseason football this week. WNBA is still wrapping up. Baseball still going. You know what I'm saying? If you're into baseball, but we'll be back next Monday to talk about all of it. You know what I'm saying? College football is coming up soon. A couple of weeks. We got week 0. Coming up. So
shit, I think UNLV play next week.
It's next week, but yeah, I think they play Memphis. But we got continue our division breakdown. We'll probably do the NFC South next week. So yeah, we'll do the NFC South.
Yeah, let's run through that quick. Let's run through that shit.
We'll do the NFC South. It's gonna be a difficult one right there, but NFC South next week. We'll also do our college pyramid. We'll do the Big Ten. We'll break that down, and of course, any other news that comes out next week. So till Monday, hope you guys have a good rest of your week. We are